and welcome to Distant Dungeons, a group of ragtag nerds. And welcome back. This is our third session. I'm gonna give the floor to Adam to get some announcement. I forgot that we have just reached affiliate, so thank you all for helping us do that. Yay.
Yeah,
And I give the floor to Adam.
and to celebrate this affiliate, next week we'll have a special arena battle where you guys can actually interact and change the way the game plays out. Hopefully, not too much against me and all against them, but we'll see. We also have updated some stuff like subs, etc., which Cass will talk about now.
Picking me up. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cute. Thank you, Upskill, for subbing. So basically,
Tight,
so ba- so basically, what we've divided the subs, or at least we're going to, because we still have to set everything up. But the idea is that tier one subs, whenever we're gonna run streams that aren't campaign based, we'll be running some ads, and for you tier one subs, you will get to avoid them, as well as everyone above tier one. In addition to that, you'll also get the instant VODs available once we finish streaming so that you can watch our streams immediately after when we finish. Otherwise, people who don't will have to wait about 3 days when we upload the session to YouTube on Mondays. So that, and tier 2, we will give a special little gift where we'll basically reuse your username. Essentially, either Russell or whoever might be playing DM in one of our campaigns will use that username for an NPC or a monster. Obviously, we'll tailor it to the campaign setting, and obviously, if it's vulgar, we can't use it. But otherwise, that is tier 2. And tier 3, we will create a little bit of a corner in the Discord channel. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Someone gifted the tier 1 to Braino. That's lovely.
Oh shit!
Subs.
First stream, let's go.
So yeah. Hi, Train. Lovely. So yeah, tier 3 will create a little corner in Discord where basically whenever any of our DMs will be kind of just hanging around, maybe doing some planning for one of the sessions, tier 3 subscribers can join in and actually either contribute or just listen in to whatever the DMs are planning, and maybe have some impact on the campaigns. But that is essentially subscriptions. Otherwise, we'll start inputting some stuff for bits. We'll obviously create some extra additional rewards for channel points for people who are hanging around in chat. And otherwise, just hang around and enjoy the show. DM, you may take it back.
Perfect. Beautiful. Thank you all. So let's dive right in. So last time, you have successfully escaped from the Regency. You have ended up in this Mora book, and you made your way to the Bizarre Bazaar to get the surgery for your two companions, the people that had helped you escape. We had Miru and Rev Raimi. You went to the Neurofusion Forge, and there you got the surgeries done by a certain Dr. Grix. And well, in an unfortunate twist of events, Guillermo had to take out Dr. Grix, and you had to eliminate the witnesses, Craig and Tilly. You tried to cover your tracks as best as you could, and you all spread in different directions. So yeah, that's where we left off from last time. Now, before we you did decide to reconvene at oops, sorry. You did decide to reconvene at the Black Hole Coffee Beans Cafe, and you all in an hour though. So in the meantime, I don't know if any of you have something prepared for that hour. What you're planning to do? We can go. I don't know. If anyone has anything to do, just tell me.
Once I see that the coast is clear, I would have a look at the items that I picked up from the office. I believe I had a blueprint, or I had taken notes of a blueprint, and I had an item as well. I think it was eyes or something, or goggles. Yeah, okay.
Yes, it was the eyes.
Okay. And do I have any idea of what I know they're probably grafts, but any idea of
You
what
know they're
they...
probably grafts. I'd say, yeah, go ahead and roll a. For this would be investigation check.
This will go
Let's go
well.
with that.
Let me open this.
Why would it go badly?
It went okay. That is a 17.
17. Indeed, these are the infrared eye graft.
Okay.
You do know that they have something with vision. That's I'd
Okay.
say. You know you remember the name. You have seen this before. You'd understand that they have something to do with vision, dark vision, and such. Good. Anyone else?
I'm pretty simple. I have been running from the authorities until I leaving a trail of Regency
Mhm. That's true.
crime, I guess, whatever you want to call it.
Fingerprints.
And then eventually, once I managed to like make sure that I've gotten free of the chase, I probably am just going to breathe. I believe I received a message or two, which I then replied to. And past that, I will start very slowly making my way to the convening point.
Good. The rest.
I am going to toss on the group chat. What the hell happened?
I won't answer.
I upvote.
Yeah, I'll vote.
And I type again. What the hell happened?
We'll
Dot,
talk
dot,
when
dot.
we meet up, I'll say, and I'll text that.
I'll put in that eye emoji of.
Okay.
Good. So we have and Yoneda and Inanis. What is the plan?
After the cleaning pot incident, we'll basically just walk around, maybe go into another coffee shop, and use the bathroom. Would the hour be up? I'm not. So last time when I did the disguise self, I did it like just before I think we left the spaceship,
You're right.
the spacecraft. Would that have been an
So,
hour now?
Yeah, I'd say you'd need to reapply it.
Yeah,
Around
so
this time.
so go to another coffee shop, go on the restroom, recast, and then slowly make my way back to.
Beautiful. Yes, you do see a small coffee shop by here in this area. It's the shop. So right now, you do notice it's closing evening, and in fact, there's less people, and the shops are closing down. But there are some coffee shops still open, especially for people after work, just going to grab a bite or some coffee. And there are multiple coffee shops competing to each other. The Black Holes Coffee would be the biggest one. That's like it was prominent, but there are other smaller stands that you go to, and easily enough, you can go to the restroom and reapply the disguise self. Good. In honest,
I would say I would just be wondering about, taking in a bit the environment, take notice of anything important, and just think about what's going to happen in the next hour once we reconvene.
good. Good. So you all reconvene after an hour at the Black Holes Coffee shop, which is some blocks away from the Neurofusion Forge. And what is immediately evident is that there seems to be like a crime scene set up by the Neurofusion Forge. There seems to be a number of policemen. They are the blue amoeboids. You see some of them holding these purplish staffs. They seem to be the ones in charge. However, you do see a couple of sepulchre knights. You notice them. They are clad in this platinum-like armor. They are mostly they mostly keep to the sidelines, and the Emmy boys are doing the investigation, so to say. And yes, so you are a few blocks away though, and you all arrive at staggered intervals as you get to the Black Hole's coffee beans, and you see it is quite a big space. It is a coffee shop, and you see in the middle there are quite some people, some workers, some middle class workers, and it has this classical feel. It has wooden stools, tables. They have, you do notice, amoeboid employees going around serving the customers. There's a centerpiece, which is there are these two glass spheres, and they have coffee beans in them. They seem to be dropping from one to the other, and yeah, that's in the center, and you do see a spiral staircase leading to upstairs, to an upstairs area, and the bar. That's it.
Okay. Who would arrive first? I guess Miro's meeting is gonna be there first, I assume.
Let's say you go ahead
Well, I
and
don't know.
everyone roll a d20 while I get out my dice, because
DM has no
Because
dice.
this game needs dice.
So
We-
that
we
means
win, we win,
whatever we
guys.
roll, we win. That's what that means.
Oh well, I'm arriving late.
Oh wow! I'm arriving there before this whole thing went down.
Like fuck the hour, you're just going there straight.
I guess. I don't know. Kind of what's the wait, but you know, when you roll that 20, you roll that 20.
Let's go.
yeah.
That's not ominous. First stream. Yeah, for me.
16.
16. So so you got a natural 20 cast.
Yeah, I got a nat.
Yeah. So you, Valrus, you'd be arriving first. Roll between 15 to 20.
So 16, I believe, Rev.
Then Rev, you're a close second. 15 to 10.
I got a 10.
13. You and Miro arrived at the same time as well, in honest. And
Okay.
Yurmo and Yoneda.
Well, I got the 3, so
Yoneda said 10, I think.
Good. So yeah, Yoneda, you get there soon after, and Yurmo is extremely late.
yeah, I'd walk in. I'd walk a bit sheepishly, like
We're all staring at the door.
Yeah, this
we're
is definitely not
all
all my fault.
Staring at the door.
Yeah, I walk in quite sheepishly. I'm like, hey guys.
So there are tables outside if you'd like as well.
Okay.
So there are
I think
people.
we'll
Let's
probably
see.
stay inside. No.
So I would say as soon as everyone gets there except Yermo,
So fair enough.
I would.
Makes sense.
So
You can
last
talk. You
one.
talk shit. Go ahead.
I would say, I
Uh,
think to the group,
before-
I say we should take this somewhere else. I don't think we should discuss this here.
I was going to
Near
ask
GC.
how populated this cafe is.
You see, I mean, in the lower level, it seems to be quite populated. There are about 15 customers. As far as they're around, I mean, there are groups. You do, I mean, as you are coming here, it seems to be 2 stories, and they have a top floor. I'd say, with your passive perception, in honest, you would realize that, I mean, there doesn't seem to be people on the top floor, but there may be inside. You're not sure, I suppose.
We can move it elsewhere.
I still say that because I don't think we should discuss any of this here.
We
I
can
don't
move
know
this.
who might hear this.
That's true. I'm not sure
I-
where would
We
it
should
be
go
safe.
back to the ship.
The ship might also be not safe. There's people working on
I
it.
don't know. I think that
No.
blending in the public would be a fine idea. Honestly, kind of like look around. People, no one's paying attention to us. We just look like I got my coffee.
We can always.
You should go get some coffee.
I
And
already
kind
have
of
a mouth, so
do this.
Yeah, I probably have already downed 3 coffees before everyone got there, and I'm working through my 4th.
The coffee here is quite nice. I'd say
Rev is just
I am
mixing a
jumping.
hot chocolate.
I am. Now I probably shifted to like some kind of more warm and sweet beverage just to calm down the caffeine.
they do, yes, they do offer other like tea and hot chocolate. But since you've been here for a while, I'd say since you had staggered arrivals, you'd notice that at some periodic well, sometimes the coffee beans sort of swirl in these glass spheres, and then they suspended by gravity and they crush under
Oh, that's
gravity,
cute.
and
Oh,
that's how they do it.
Lovely. Using
One of
using
those places.
micro wormholes to brew your coffee. Lovely. Why micro black
Great
holes
use.
to brew your coffee?
I wonder if
It's called
different
the black
types of
hole.
I wonder if different types of stars collapsing onto themselves and forming the black holes give different
Accidentally
flavors.
starts the book. Okay. I mean I agree, in honest. Like I'm just unsure where we should go. There's kind of gonna be people everywhere, but I feel like maybe we can find an alley. But again, we're not really
Would-
sure. I think
DM.
Sorry?
Would I have seen a place, as I was wondering about, that might
Actually-
have been
actually, Nate,
less suspicious?
go for it.
I'd say go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay.
On-
Can I
Perception.
also Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm just going to ask: is technically the lounge that I
Oh, the exosip lounge.
the exosip lounge, because I was looking and trying to find it in my notes. Would that be like a safe place, as in like where, you know, shady people go? So like shady conversations are had.
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, it does have areas which are separated from each other, and you do know that there's also private areas in the back that you can
Yeah.
rent, if you really value your privacy. But overall, I mean, the music and stuff could offer some cover to
Okay.
that.
So see what you get in honest on your
Yeah,
I'll
perception
offer
is
that.
10.
Good, yeah, 10. Okay. I'd say on the way, as you're going around, not really. I'd say the places that were quiet. I mean, they're closing down for the day. I suppose places like the lounges and bars that are not yet full but are getting filled with people.
Okay. So yeah, it's not necessarily. Yeah.
Um,
So no, I wouldn't say anything
Yeah,
particular.
I'll go for it.
Unless you'd be out in the open, like a common area, like near a fountain
yeah,
or
like
whatever.
a park maybe, or
Yeah, exactly. Like a park. You could there are these in the center of these of the halls. There are these small fountains and small parks, and especially when you get to a larger area, there definitely are big parks.
So I say to the party, I think we should go somewhere less quiet. I don't know any location, so if you have any,
would I know any
Parks.
places potentially?
As you said, maybe parks could be interesting, or lounges. Those would be the two places open at this time.
Had I arrived yet, by any chance?
Mhm.
I'd say you are seeing them right now. You are
Probably
looking
it's like I'll recommend the exosip lounge, and then like we see Irma walking in.
And
Yes.
we all stand up.
Oh yes, we do that. We
Oh.
all stand up and we walk out, passing by him,
Oh,
and then I'll text.
I'll follow.
Follow.
I'll follow. I'll follow.
Okay. Lovely. Bitch.
good.
As
So,
I'm walking,
as you-
I'm fidgeting with the mask on my belt.
okay. Mhm.
I think
So
it'll take us a while to get there, no?
yes, exactly. So it does take you about a half an hour, not too much,
Ah,
to
okay.
be honest.
I thought it was hours.
Yeah, exactly. It's something. The offices are at the back, so it would be an hour or so. But yeah, it takes you a while. As you see, people are just moving away from the shops and just to the relaxation area. And you
Mhm.
get in this area, and as you go into this section of the mall, you see it is a 5-story opening here. You are in an opening here, but to the sides there are several shops. You see,
Okay.
there are levels dedicated to offices, and Valrus, you would know that there's the offices of the cube that had tried to connect with you. Um, uh, and exactly, and at the top level on the fourth floor, there is the exosep lounge.
Okay.
Russell,
Um,
your
Yeah.
cam is kind of
Your cam got
frozen.
stuck, but we were
Oh.
listening. We could hear you
We heard
perfectly.
you
Ah,
though.
We just couldn't see what's
ah.
happening.
Clip this new emoji.
You're giving off a real
Thank
stoic
you.
look though, at
Thank
least,
you.
so it works.
We're
No,
looking off in
again,
the distance. No.
again.
Nope. Yep. Yep.
It
Yeah,
started
yes,
working for a
more.
second and then it stopped.
It's less
God,
stoic now.
so many DM emojis.
Those are our next emos are there them,
Quiet,
okay?
quiet. No sudden
So,
movements.
so far,
no,
you're good.
no sudden
Yeah, you're
movements.
fine.
Okay.
Hey.
All right.
Um,
Lovely.
so yes, so at the fourth floor, you see the Exosip Lounge, and I mean, as Valrus points it out, you see in the center of this. So imagine to the sides there are these four-story sort of blocks with several shops. In the center, there's this opening. At the top, you see there's a glass window that reveals the starry night sky. I mean, it's always night, but and in the center there are these parks and these nature fountains and stuff,
Okay.
all nice stuff.
All right.
And it's on the fourth floor. There's a central like Triton fountain with a Triton with a wielding a trident, and yeah, you start making your way in that direction. You take there's some lifts or stairs, whichever you prefer, and you go up to the fourth floor. You make your way to this area. You see some other lounges and other bars that are open, but you head to the Exosip lounge,
Yep.
and you make your way there. As you arrive, you see it is overlooking the central Triton fountain, which is a very nice panoramic view. Several trees, etc., give this very nice atmosphere. As you enter, there's this lo-fi beated music,
Nice.
um, uh, and uh, and it has this futuristic feel. You see floating discs that serve as seating for the customers. There is soft lighting and the slow beats that give a very exotic atmosphere, and uh, and also above you and to the side there's large windows that reveal the night sky, which overall give a soothing atmosphere. You take in also the customers. There are several businessmen and casual visitors,
Yeah.
some like hosting informal meetings,
Yeah.
etc. In their own sections. They seem to be quite reclusive sections, and you see there's a central bar which with a droid manning it, and further in there's sort of it leads to what you know, Valrus, a VIP section. There's this slightly obscured air because you see there are these exo pipes that are being smoked throughout the area, and they have various chemicals in them that sort of even interfere with the light, and they create this mist in the
Okay.
air. You enter. What would you like to do?
So, I'd like to go up to the droid who seems to be, and I'll actually ask where, like, if there is a available private area for renting and it's adequate cost for just a meeting of no more than maybe an hour or two.
Oh, you see, yes, he looks. He has he's cleaning the glasses. You know,
That's it.
as he looks up and he says, "Well, yes, good. So for the private renting room, you it is 2 gold pieces for an hour. You'd like to extend that?
I'll toss down 5 gold.
Good. So 2 hours and a half. Good.
2 hours. Keep it for the establishment as tips, and afterwards there's some other business that I might be coming to you, but in just a moment.
Yeah, very good. Yes.
So
He takes out. You see, he takes out a key from the side.
nice.
So yeah, just go to 1C.
Once perfect. I will turn back to you guys give you like the seating and just point it out, and like you guys start heading there. I just have one other thing that I need to do here, that I don't have to keep you held up, so you guys can take and start getting set up.
Sure. I
Uh,
am.
y-
I am
go
still
ahead.
very pissed about what happened. About what I can assume happened.
Yeah.
So I start heading up, and I'm like, I have been really like very quiet and like not talking much, if at all.
Okay.
Yermo walks in like maybe a minute just to assess the situation as they all sit down and be like, okay, they seem kind of
I-
pissed.
I
And,
don't sit
I
down
also
until
want to
Yermo
do
sits
something
down.
Oh,
before.
okay. And I like slowly skitter my way up. I'm like, I'll find like
is if if it's like the couch, is it like that type where it's like it's a semicircle where technically someone would be caught on the inside?
no,
So-
I'm
so-
staying on the outside.
No,
So as,
no,
as you
you're
enter,
not.
it seems
I'm,
to be
I'm,
like an
I'm
oval.
sitting. Actually, I'm gonna grab a chair from another table and put it on the other side of the sofa, so I'm not even sitting close.
As you
I'd
see,
be on the
as you
inside.
enter this private room, there is a low-lying oval table, and there's a sofa on one end, and two sofa chairs on the other end.
Yeah, I'll grab one sofa and actually pull it a bit backwards, so I'm out
And
of like
so,
weapon reach.
just one thing then, just to get out of the room, is we have a key, so we can lock the room also.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, okay,
I gave you the key, in honest.
okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm
Alright,
sitting
so
down out of
I
weapon
actually-
discussion
I
starts.
actually opened the door, let everyone in, and then as
I'll-
everyone walks in, I close the door again,
Yeah.
and then I wait for Varus to actually knock.
Yeah, I'll message you when I get to the door.
Okay.
I'll tell you I'll hit you up on the text.
And I stay at the door. I don't move closer to the actual sofa or to the chairs. So
Good.
Alright.
DM,
Yes.
is there any like data port or something? I want to see if there's any mics. I want to see if there's any like hidden cameras. I want to make sure that this room is actually clean.
That's my boy.
Very nice. I'd say you were looking for that. Let's do a no. Yeah. Oh,
could I give him advantage? Because I would be doing it, but I wouldn't be actively perceiving it directly.
yeah. I'd say go ahead and do a perception check with advantage. Do you have proficiency in perception?
Let me check. I don't. So
Or investigation.
yes, I do.
Nice.
Okay. Good.
Perception is one of my advantages.
Yes, go ahead and do a perception check with advantage.
Worse but not bad.
Mm.
So that is 21.
21. As you go over the area, you scour the normal places, vases, flower pots, whatever. Even there's a screen that you can that you can access for a meeting or something. There doesn't seem to be anything. Nothing that catches your eye. So that's good.
I sit down on the sofa and
Perfect.
I
On
put
the
on
other
like a cat video in the meantime, like to relax the atmosphere. Someone.
You take your data pad, you log you connect it to the screen, and yeah, you get cat videos. Beautiful.
The classic Xeon cat that we all know and love.
Yes. So, Valoris, you stay back as your
Yes.
colleagues go in.
As-
Um,
Essentially, what I'd like to do is I'd like to walk in such a way that I get out of line of sight of the droid. I'm not going to do this quite as stealthily, I guess. Well, no, I'm trying to be stealthily, but I'm not like finding a location. More like finding that moment where nobody's really looking in my direction, or like no one's really
Okay.
paying attention to me. and then I'm going to disguise self again into the form that I had when I came into the Exosit Lounge last time.
Okay. Okay.
And if that's easy enough to do, I don't know if I need to
Yeah,
do something.
I'd say yes. You go to the side. People are typically held up in their
Yeah.
own conversations. You make sure no one is in the near vicinity. You do notice that outside there's a security chief, but he's not looking inside anyway.
Fair enough.
So yeah, it's easy
Yeah.
enough to do.
I'll just do that.
I
Then I'll walk
good.
back to the droid. I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
like getting very close to saying that. And I'll just say I return
Hello.
with my mission partially successful. I know that it is late, but if perhaps the clientele here is still looking for what I have, then you can inform them that I am in the area.
Definitely. I will talk. I will talk to the owner, Zara. She will contact you shortly. Who shall I say is contacting her? And which mission?
I would have. I think at that time, I would have probably. I would have given them the name Valorous, because at that time Valorous was already like a cover name as it is.
Fair enough. Yes, that's true.
But I would just say, I've come back. Just say I've come back from the Regency with some hot intel, and they'll know what mission that was.
I will inform her as soon as possible. Yes.
Thank you. Very, very good. And I will then walk towards our room. I will actually walk away and then find a spot to like disguise, and then I'll walk to the room, leave, fix the message. I'm right out the door to Anonymous.
I unlock
I walk in.
and relock the door.
Yeah, I was like, do you want to sit? I can guard the door if you wanna.
No,
You
I'm
good?
good here.
You're good. I'll just take a corner seat and sit down and breathe a long, deep sigh, and my eyes slowly turn towards you.
Can I please know what happened now?
I actually look to Yoneda and like technically everyone else, but in my mind I was going to ask Yoneda for it anyway. Did you check that this room is clear by any chance? Perfect. Lovely.
All
You
good.
see Miros to the side. He's he's looking
Fair
at
enough.
his hand, trying to get it to work a little.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Okay. So we have privacy. So we can speak our minds and whatever might be lurking in them. I will help with context. And first, I suppose, apology is owed on my end. I'm sorry for acting so rashly in the heat of what quickly turned to battle.
I don't think we need your apologies. First, need to hear your mom.
I thought perhaps to set an example would help.
I'm sorry, what do
Yeah.
you mean by example?
The example of apology. Perhaps.
Okay, sorry.
Your Mo's looking down. He has the mask in his hand and he's fiddling with his sword, like the hilt of the sword. And unless someone's going to actively question him, he won't say anything.
We're all looking at you.
It's fine. I'll take it. But unless somebody actively says anything, I'll be looking down, be like, shit.
Yeah.
I'll prestidigitation
Why
like a
Did you
like
do
a
that?
wind in his face, like a little breeze.
Well, look, it didn't have to go down like that exactly, but I will explain
happened?
I'll explain my reasoning for doing that. So look, just to start from the beginning, I had vanished from my home planet, and I appeared in a different place, and Since that time, I have been trying to find my way back home. Now, when I was inside the ship, I was spoken to by an unknown being. And he told me that if I were to sacrifice this doctor, I would be given the opportunity to see my family again. Now, I always avoid trying to kill innocents as part of my oath, but he was not innocent. He had committed some serious war crimes, as I had seen on his datapad. So I don't feel bad for doing it. I do feel bad for killing the other civilians, but I understand why that had to happen.
I feel Yoned at this point is like started off as very confused because they walked into the thing and then we're like, it's like let's hack the cameras a little bit to make sure everything is safe. And then it's like, I killed this guy. And then it's like, wait, the civilians died. So Yoned is just like, what?
Well, yeah, that part is on me. I
would say
go ahead.
also I would be actively doing insight check
Okay, fair
on
enough.
Yermo.
That's true. That's fair, actually.
Yeah,
Let me
Yeah,
let me
go
roll
go
one
ahead
second.
and roll insight, and Yermo roll
Yep, I
persuasion
rolled.
or
I
deception.
rolled.
Up to you. Don't say we
not
should.
good.
Suppose.
Yep. What did you get?
I will also do that.
I am at a
26.
Oh well,
Thank
I got
you.
a 6.
I'm at an 11.
I rolled a nat one, so
Oh.
I got a 6, and you can see that he's telling the truth.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. No.
let's just say that like
Hard to read. So hard to read.
not hard to read, but Rev is really like is kind of spiraling in this specific moment because like this type of behavior reminds her a lot of what she found out about the Regency, so she's kind of trying not to spiral too strongly,
Look, this was
squeezing
all
the
done.
couch very hard.
This was all done to see my family again. Okay. I would not
But
sacrifice anyone who was innocent to see them.
help
But
me. Wait, help me understand.
yes,
By you killing him, it's making our lives harder to actually try and get out of here.
I
Yes.
understand. But this may be the only time that I have to sacrifice him.
The thing is, you involved every one of us in this by going through
I
the
didn't
front door.
technically involve anyone. I
We were
walked
right
out.
in the same building.
Yes,
You
I
were
walked
You
out.
did it at the same
were-
time.
literally in the same building, Yermo.
But
What?
we were. It was my. I had the
There
opportunity,
was
and I.
plenty of time. The guy worked there.
You
But we
could
were
have
leaving. No,
waited.
we are leaving soon.
No,
We have a day.
we have.
Well,
Minimum a
They're
day.
repairing the ship still.
I got it. I got it done.
Yeah, you got it done. Do you understand that you did wrong? Do you understand that you did wrong?
No. I did. Okay, I did wrong by
By not-
involving you and
No.
having innocents die, but
What
that's not
You
on
did
me.
involve us.
I would have not had an issue with helping you out if we had worked through it together.
But this
I
is
do
not
this
your
shit.
burden to bear.
Now
It
it
is
is.
now.
Now it is.
It is.
Now it is, Yermo.
I mean, you could have very easily pointed the finger at me and said it was my fault.
And then they would have captured you and
And
interrogated
then
you.
that would be it.
And then we would get involved because they would interrogate you. And
We're part
You-
of the same crew.
You don't need to be
we did-
involved. You could
They
have said I
know-
was a criminal and I joined you. We were all criminals, technically.
Yeah, that's what they would.
We're
That's what
being
they.
followed by the regions.
That is also very true. I did not think of that. But
You didn't think of
Um,
that, huh?
Yeah, I literally
You
had.
did
when
not
you want to
think of
talk,
that.
you were a prison guard a few hours ago.
Yeah, they were
Well,
fucking.
a few days ago.
Yermo, just let's all just take a breather.
I'm
Tensions are
breathing
high.
just fine.
It's listen, let's put it this way. Are we all gonna work together or no?
Like to.
That is where we need to move from.
If I can
Is
see
it
my
'cause-
family from whatever we're doing, I will do it.
I would ask that if weird voices in your head tell you to do things, then you run it by us first. That is what I ask.
we could have potentially helped in the situation
Yeah.
and done it, more discreetly. I don't know what went down. I don't know what you did exactly, but stuff seemed to not go well. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if
Which
it makes it feel better for you, I also brought blueprints for crafts.
mixed feelings.
That's
Yeah, Mo.
traceable. They can find us with that.
It's not raisable. I took note on my own notepad. It's okay. I'm very good at remembering stuff.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
That's what you did, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Mo.
you did leave a hefty sum of evidence, what I found, which I had to scrape pretty
No one else.
thoroughly.
No one else to do that.
Yes, I know, and you should have, so that we wouldn't have left traces that could have been led back to you, and then
Again,
us.
You could very easily just hand me over to the police right now, and I will go willingly.
No, we can't.
can't.
We can't. If you get caught,
But
we
then-
All get caught. And then the Regency
do
will have no
understand you wouldn't
trouble
see your
throwing us
family
into
like
a
that.
volcano. Mentality
If,
like yours makes you no better than the ones who sent my brother to die, just to get more power.
Well,
I need to take a breather. I get up and I leave the room.
Okay.
And
Well,
I
be honest,
slam the door.
I don't care who dies in the background. I just want to see my family again.
I'll go with her, and you see Miro
Okay, alright.
goes after.
Yeah, that's
he
Alright.
comes to us.
I'll let them out. As it slows.
yeah.
And sorry, why should I share what happens to me when I don't know anything about any of you?
You know a lot about us because we shared a lot when we met. And
I barely know anything.
well, that's because you don't pay attention then.
Yeah, we
That is not true.
discussed already.
I know what Inanna's situation is. I know what Rev's situation is. I know what Yoneda's
Oh,
situation
I know
is.
about the situation. I
Yeah.
don't know who you are.
Yeah, but you didn't tell us about your situation that you were missing from your family.
Yeah,
Well, it was not something I should have told you anyway.
clearly it was. Clearly it was.
Well, this is something new, okay? The voice told me this yesterday. So
Yeah, and why did you have to act on it so suddenly?
because he told me to kill him, so
You
I
didn't even
saw
have
him,
to
I
tell
killed
us
him.
that a voice
Sorry,
was speaking to you.
I sacrifice him.
I don't like that
I
you
want
use that
to
word.
have,
Yeah.
an internet background check on a Corvid Yermo.
Yeah, you're gonna do a CBD check on me.
And see if anything comes up.
You're gonna jump on the central database just to check me out.
I want to do an
okay.
internet check about either a Yermo or like Corvid name with Yermo with his particular background. You said you gave us a nickname as well.
He said
That's the
Blake.
name you said
He gave us Blake.
Blake
Blake.
or Blake. It's like trying to search whilst this argument is ongoing, and I'm saying it's not being productive. I'm like, let me see if I can find anything right now on this person.
I'd say okay. So this will be a contested. You're gonna do a data check, contested by your most data check in the past. As your most.
To see how much I covered up.
Yeah.
Sure. That's not bad.
I
Um,
I heard.
What did he get?
So data, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a 23.
Oof. 17.
Oh. Okay.
Tell him my story, man. Tell him my story.
I'd say you,
So many innocents.
you have to dig deep. It's not data that is immediately evident. It is attributed to a you at first you get sidetracked, and there are several different sort of false Yermos and stuff that some seem to be intentionally placed there to misdirect people, but you do get as you go deeper in, you find a Kenku connected to what is known as the firm. The firm. The firm, I'd say you'd know slightly about it. You know that on the outside, the firm provides legal advice, business, accountancy, etc. Um, uh, but you know that there's a dark side to the firm. It is a crime syndicate, one of the largest crime syndicates in the verse, and it covers a multitude of operations. And you see that on this site specifically, you see there's an accountancy job, and Yirmo, you do see his tag. Um, Yirmo is hired as a contractor for this job. It is said that he's doing accountant's work, accountant
Yep.
for them. Perfectly legal.
But I know that the stuff revolving this entity, this organization, is far from legal,
Yeah.
or
It
or
is
bordering
quite
the
well known.
illegal. Okay.
But officially, it seems to be legal stuff.
But I did nothing wrong. End of the day, it's. I just did what was good for my current position. You stepped
Is
in.
it good for your own good,
Well, yes,
not for
obviously.
the current position?
Well, for my current position.
Are you genuinely not going
Yeah.
to budge at all on this? Are you genuinely not going to budge at all on this, Yermo? Do you understand that
mean-
we are working together? We said that we were going to work together. We all agreed to this. We all revealed the information that we had to each other, and we were going to move forward.
I understand that, and I am still willing to work with you.
Yeah,
But
willing
you
to
have
work.
to understand that I have personal
We all
stuff
have.
that I need to do.
We all have personal
Yeah.
stuff you need to do, and we do it together because whatever you do is going to involve what we're doing.
Well,
If you
how
need
am
to
I meant to
kill-
know if this Dr. Griggs won't leave tomorrow, for example? If you
You
won't be
could
here
have just
anymore.
told us, invented some lie. You didn't even have to tell us that the fucking weird voice in your head was telling you to kill someone, to sacrifice someone. Sorry.
Very good.
And then you would have told us, hey, I heard of this criminal that we should probably take out. And once we heard the name, we would have all been like, oh, let's find a way to take this guy out.
Well, I am not very creative, and that will be lying to you. I do not lie to people.
Well, you would
I
have
am
been
telling
omitting
you-
the truth, which is what probably
I
half
am
of us are
telling you
doing.
straight to your face what I have done and why I have done it. And if you were in the same position, I would gladly offer my sword to kill them for you, if need be.
Then
Sacrifice them for you.
move by that principle, and if we would have asked you and you would have helped, then if you would have asked us, we would have helped.
But I had an opportunity.
An opportunity that risked all of us getting caught and you
Well,
getting put.
The
in a-
idea
you
was
would
not
have been
to.
you would have been put further away from your own family.
Well, yes, the original idea was not to have people involved at all.
Well,
But
people are
Yeah.
obviously going to. No, your idea started with people being involved. You did not make any attempt to not involve people. You did not wait. You did not try to
no
lure the
one
guy
knew I
out.
was there. No one knew I was there.
In honest knew that you were there clearly,
I
But analysis
I
of trust
helped
is
you
friend.
get in.
and you were doing it in an establishment.
And I don't think trust. You know the word trusted.
You're a trusted friend, no?
You clearly didn't trust him enough to tell him what you were going to do.
But it wasn't meant to take so long. It was meant to be a quick 5-second
That's
thing.
not what
got
I
in.
asked. That's not what I said or what I commented on. You didn't trust him enough to say what you were going to do. Doesn't matter of how soon you were going to do it or how
I
quickly
told him
or
I
how-
had to deal with an issue.
Yeah, that's not enough. Deal with an issue is too vague.
But if I had told him I was going to sacrifice somebody, he would probably have stopped me.
Well, he probably would have helped
Definitely,
you
because
get
it
to a
wouldn't
better
have made
position.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, it made sense to me.
That's the problem. It only made sense to you.
All right. Okay. Fine.
Look, maybe where
Was
I
that
come
bad
from
thing?
is different from where you come from, but when we say we're gonna do something,
Definitely.
we do something.
Yeah, I do the same. I mean, I have responsibilities. I used to be a captain. I had people that died on me.
Well, that's sad.
We've all done our own respective
Well,
shit.
the situation is worse than that. So and I have family that might be in jeopardy, and you're not helping the cause.
We all have our own shit, man.
I'll stay quiet.
Well,
I already lost my
zoom
mother
it.
to fucking Regency, so
Well, I lost both my parents to higher factions in my clan, so
yeah. So you should understand. You
I
have quite
understand.
the experience.
I fully understand actually. And we should go and save your family if need be.
And we should do it in a way that doesn't jeopardize the group so that we can succeed and not fail halfway through our task.
I don't know if I agree with that, but sure.
but if you
I
don't
feel like
believe-
if we have something to do, we do it.
But if you
There is
are
no-
going to fail, then it's pointless to do it. If you can do it
We
in
should
a way
not
that
beat
you
around the
succeed.
metaphorical bush.
There
we
is
should
no...
do
there
it.
is a way to do it, and then there is
Alright.
a way to do
Okay.
it.
Alright. You don't want to listen? So this is what
I am
we should
listening.
expect.
I am.
No,
I am
you're
talking.
not. You're not.
No, you're not.
You're not.
I am understanding what you're saying.
You
I just
are,
don't understand why
You are not
want to
agreeing
take-
with us. You are not agreeing with
I
us.
don't understand why you want to take such a longer route to get to what you want to achieve.
How do you know whether it's longer? Like how longer? What do you mean it's
I mean,
such a longer time?
I got it done in 30 minutes maximum,
yeah,
so
and we could have
that's
done
quite
it in
short.
2 hours instead.
That's still quite long. The world could end in 1 hour. We never know.
If the world
There's a
could end in
fucking
1 hour,
demon in the fucking sun, or whatever the fuck she said, that's eating people. So I don't know if the world's gonna end in
But
5
we're at
minutes.
the mall. We're not in the center of the Regency or where they're fucking doing the experiment.
I don't
so,
know how big shit is. I'm a fucking bird.
Okay, Yermo. Alright.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we will operate under this function. If you do something like this again, you will find the dagger in your back.
Sounds exciting. You will find a dagger in your front before you do it in my back, but okay.
Okay, bro.
And as
Oh,
tensions rise inside, we pan to Rev Raimi. You exited and Miro followed you. Where would you have gone, Rev Raimi?
I wouldn't have gone too far. I would have stayed in the general proximity of the room
Yep.
because, like, still not close enough to hear what they were saying because I am angry as fuck.
Fair enough.
Just,
Um,
in the
would-
corridor. And I'd look at
Good.
I'd pace a bit back and forth and shit, and then I'd look to Miro and like, you understand where I'm coming from, right? I am not
Definitely,
completely
definitely.
going nuts, right?
Those
Just-
people, they were good people.
Yes, that's the point, but beside any of that, there were some. The fact that he just went there to get more power, how is it any different from what the Regency is doing? Just taking people at random and killing them to get more power or to obtain something. Yes, what he's doing is marginally better than the Regency. He's not trying to destroy the fucking world, he's trying to be united with his family. But still, Jesus Christ.
opinion-
And I sit down on the floor.
Yeah, my opinion, I think he's being manipulated by something. He said this voice in his head told him to kill things.
Yeah, and
That's not-
and that's another problem that we'll have to deal with because having someone that has voices in their head, even in a world like this, it's never a good
Yes.
sign.
But we cannot separate now because if one gets caught, we all get caught, and we've risked too much for this. I suppose it's a very sensitive situation.
So,
How's your arm?
it's doing. How is my arm, DM?
I'd say over the hour you managed to get the pinky working fine, and the others have some motion. So yeah, the pain subsided after an hour. You see the painkillers have reduced the inflammation. Jeez.
I show him the limited range of motion. At least that's working very well. We won't have to.
Yes, I'm
We
surprised.
won't
you
have
did
to
quite
leave a
good
bad
work.
review. I try to joke, but it fails. I do not have
He
the
did it.
energy to properly make the joke.
You see, he gives up like a pity chuckle, like, yeah. Well,
We should probably go back to the
we
others.
kind of do need them. We have to see how to make this work. We need.
It's just
The other
everyone
guys,
else has been open and upfront. It's just that one bird that doesn't. How are we supposed to be to trust each other if we don't trust each other? It's just you know what? I am not going to dwell on this any longer, or I'm going to develop a skull splitting headache or some shit. Let's just go back to the others.
Would you like me to bring a drink? I was gonna go grab a drink while we're here.
Yeah, sure. Just something like cool and refreshing without alcohol if you can find it.
Yes, perfect, good. And he
Thanks,
goes to
Miro.
the drink. And as you conclude the conversation inside, Rev, you knock, I believe, right? Because
Yes,
the door is
yes.
locked.
You can either message or not.
I'm going to
Or
knock
message.
very, very like normally.
Okay, here knock.
Would probably message Rev that you.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's me.
Okay. I open.
Good. Yes, you as you enter Rev, you still see tensions are still high. There are these muted cat videos in the background, and
That's still going on.
Yep.
I
And
mean,
you were talking.
you guys
When you
never
were
said that you
Yep.
stopped
No.
sharing the cat
I
video.
got-
I am.
Oh no, they're there. They're there. I put
That
them
was-
on.
that
they
feels-
are muted.
That feels like a threat, honestly. We're talking to a bird and we're playing a bunch of cat videos. I don't know. I think that works.
It feels like a threat anyway. Not gonna lie.
There we go. There we go.
Sure. Not my intention.
As you walk in, your Moz
Um,
is silent, just like touching the mask in his palm.
As you calm down, you hear another. There's a text on the group chat. Says Miro says, I'm outside. There is someone who wants to talk to you though.
You
You-hoo.
who?
So you
Us, plural, or you,
Yeah,
one of us?
on the group chat. On the group chat.
Oh, so
to
but
us.
Yes. He wrote it on the group chat. Yes.
But
Yeah,
does
did
it,
they
Who is
ask
you?
for a name?
I'm not typing this. Who is you? Ye?
She said that she is the owner
Owner?
of this establishment.
Perfect. Okay, I'll that's for me.
I would like to
Yeah,
prepare an
well,
attack.
It should be fine. If you want, you can stay in here. I can talk to this person on my own. You don't need to.
What's
reveal
happening,
yourself.
brothers?
Basically, I mentioned this a bit earlier. I had, that thing that I actually the recording.
Oh,
This is where I took that job, and I'm trying to get
I
that
see.
returned back.
Okay.
Basically,
okay.
okay, you go ahead. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I'll shift my disguise while I'm inside the establishment,
Okay.
and I'll inside the private area, and then I'll walk out.
You'll have to teach us that sometimes.
It's a bit of a family trait.
I see.
Is most of my shit.
So you exit, and
Yeah.
Hamiru and this lady are in the corridor.
I'm kind of curious
she
that she
looks-
clocked him as like
You
Knowing
so
that
you
I'm
see in
the
front of you there is this lady. Let me
Mhm.
find her.
I've talked to. I feel like the name Zara. I talked to her or no. I know she wasn't like the person who let it down, obviously, but
I'd say
more evil.
You- no. I'd say you wouldn't have met Zara. You see, she's elven. As she has these quite nice clothes. Exactly, she has this elegant attire, a buttoned shirt, and she approaches you, says, "Well, hello. I believe you are the group are your group are staying in our hall, in our meeting room, right?"
I am part of a new group, though my fellows for the job that I was given are not here. These are people I found along the way back.
You see, she's confused. She says, "I don't believe I'm on the same page."
Well, what page are you on?
Miro, I think you will take the opportunity to scamper inside in the
Just
meantime.
walks back. I mean, he can do
Uh,
whatever he wants. I'm not telling him to do anything.
I'd say Miru is. You see, he's sipping on this very fancy mocktail, and he
Okay.
has another fancy mocktail
Okay,
with
fair enough.
ice cubes. He says, "I'm gonna go," and he goes inside to offer the other mocktail to
I
Rev.
just nod. I
Uh,
just nod. Okay.
She says, "Well, I got a message, and they said that people who are residing in meeting hall 1C,
Mhm.
that they requested a meeting for them."
That's not exactly what happened. No, we didn't.
Oh, what happened then?
Well, I simply.
I mean, these people, they requested a meeting with you guys.
Who?
I was just delivering a message. They said it was important, and I came down from upstairs.
Wh-
Coincidentally, I just
So,
sent them. Yes,
someone told you that they want to
Yes.
meet with us.
indeed. Yep.
Okay. And who were
They
they?
seem, I don't know, perhaps they are fellow colleagues of yours that knew that you were gonna be here.
Do you have a name?
Yes. Uh, it was a representative of the cube.
Was it Hex by any chance?
Yes. Thank you. Yes,
I
it was
see.
Agent Hex.
I see.
Yes.
Yes, we didn't. We were going. I was planning to meet them after here, to be fair, because I know they're close by, but I had not. Okay.
Just delivering a message. But yes. Wait, you are the one who talked to the droid.
Yes.
Who are behind his name. Be rude to Dax, right?
Oh, his name is Hex. Yeah.
Ah. Well,
Not
this
sure.
is a weird twist of events. I was looking at the job that you were on, and they seem to be the employers as well. I've just contacted them.
They seem to be the employers. Can I make an insight check? Can I try to make an insight check? I feel. Okay. Alright.
What is happening? Can your Mo hide?
I have a 4.
This is
I mean,
outside Yurmo.
She seems
I know. I'm
so
hiding from you.
confused that it seems you can read her face like a book.
No.
Okay.
You see, she's perplexed by the situation.
Sure.
And it seems like an urgent matter because she came down instantly, and
Sure.
you see,
Okay.
she's very confused. Listen, let me tell you what. I'll contact them back. What would you like me to say? I'll
Yes, just
do this?
give basically. Tell them we will meet them. Sure. Yeah, I know her description. I have a description of her, right, DM? I'm asking DM. Like I had pink hair, right?
Yes,
I was given
yes.
like a pink-haired lady. I wrote Hex pink-haired lady. I'm sure she will stick out like a sore thumb. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So okay, just tell her I'll wait around out here. You can just tell her to like maybe come around in about maybe like 15 minutes. And we'll be more than happy to meet with this individual.
Sounds good. Understand. I don't usually do this, but I mean this seems to be quite urgent. So I wanted to tend to this matter in a timely fashion.
Okay.
Good. I'll leave you to it. I will pass on the
Okay.
message. Thank you.
Okay.
Good. And she says everything's okay. Everything's to your liking.
Oh yes. No, your establishment is perfect.
I'm happy to hear. So
Yeah.
good. And she leaves, and she goes. You see, there's a small doorway that leads up, and she goes
Perfect.
there.
Sorry, DM, would this talk be counting as a short rest?
I'd say yes. Even the hour that you took in light activity, I'd say yeah. You can take it for rest.
Doesn't do anything from short rest, do I? Nope.
I do.
Okay, so I would just I'll order a drink, something strong, but tasty.
Okay.
And then I'll walk once I have that. I'll walk near to 1C
Good.
And I'll over the comms, I'll start talking to the group, so that I don't walk in just yet, and I'll just be like, so I got contacted earlier. Yoneda was with me when this happened, and I was talking to him about it. But we had been contacted by the Cube because of the guys that we actually took down right before we got to the mall. There was a bounty on them, and they were like, "Oh, you should come to the Cube so that we can reward you for your efforts." And I thought we would discuss that later because they're somewhere nearby here. So I thought we'd discuss that. Apparently, that person knows we're here and wants to meet with us urgently, and also seems to be the same person who employed me with my previous job, according to the owner of the establishment. I told the establishment owner to tell this person to meet us in 15 minutes. If you guys are okay with it, we can do it, or we have 15 minutes to run. I think we should try, but that's my personal opinion. Putting it forward to the rest of the group.
Before you must say anything, DM, do I know if the firm has an establishment here or no? I think you said there's only agents here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so there's nowhere I can go into, because I never got paid for the job I did.
It's true.
So there's nowhere I can fulfill that.
You know that, yeah, the agents specifically, they are called
Contractors.
middle managers.
Oh, okay,
middle
okay.
The middle
Goddamn
managers.
middle management.
We all hate middle management.
They
Nobody
do
likes
have
middle management.
they do have the power to pay back
Yeah?
for any cost. So you do know that probably they're in the undercover section.
So, okay, so these signs I saw with Thieves Can't, would that have been done by the firm, or is it done by the criminal underground of the mall itself?
It's
Would I have
probably
any idea?
criminal underground, but that's where
But that's where you'd find them. Got you.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Good.
do we?
Well,
are
I
we-
won't reply to your question, but
Okay.
I'll just nod.
So
Sure.
everyone is in agreement.
Do you trust them, Virus?
Well,
What's your experience exactly with them?
not much, to be fair. I was given a task that was, I suppose, anti-regency, and you know the story of that, how that went down. But I don't
Mhm.
think it was any.
It wasn't a setup.
I don't feel like it was. Like from my NDM, I don't know if I can do a bit of a recall, but from what I remember, I seemed like I got like it was a very dangerous mission on its own. There wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'd say no. It was pretty evident. It was not a setup.
Okay.
One, they did not know you guys. You were a bunch of misfits altogether. They didn't even
Yeah.
know who they were employing in
Yeah.
reality. And yes, I mean, you are tasked with getting that person out. It was a difficult mission. It was labeled as a difficult mission.
Yeah. I'd just say I took a pretty risky job. I thought maybe I could manage it. To be fair, to a certain extent, I kind of did manage it. I am here. For what it's worth, and I have the
The long way
information.
around.
Yeah, the long way around. And what I do know is that they wanted to use the information that I got, in the intergalactic court against the Regency. So at least maybe there's some desire to, anti-Regency. Maybe there's
Well,
something worth following it.
Mhm. Might be a good idea. Just on a note, then, there's an embassy here for the Elorian Empire.
That is something we should check.
I found that it's not far away from where we are.
Okay.
It's probably 15 minutes away.
Okay.
So we also have that as an option.
I am
But
not quite.
they're not exclusive, so we can
Irma
do
would
both.
speak up as well. It'd be like, I also have a job I need to be paid for somewhere close by as well.
Maybe we should look into
Wh-
that.
Where is it?
It's it's somewhere hidden for the reason that it is quite underground-ish.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Interesting. I say those two words over the comms. Well, I'll wait out here so that I can meet this person. You guys can stay inside so that at least your faces aren't associated. And then past that point, we can see what happens, and then we can move forward with
Yeah,
embassy
I don't have any objections.
and whatever definitely not shady sounding organization you seem to need to go to, you know.
Uh,
Okay,
or-
then I'll wait. I will sip at my drink outside the door.
Okay.
I mean, they know that we're in this room. I mean, they
Yeah,
called
they-
for specifically the group in onesie, so there's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
point in
it's-
hiding that we're in this room.
So
It's
they
just-
are coming here, correct?
they are coming here.
Okay. So you don't know who these people are?
I just explained. Yes.
No idea. Okay. So
I
shall we
gave-
maybe prepare a plan B just in case something, hits the metaphorical fan?
I mean,
What do you have in mind?
Well, there's also the option to attack always.
sure.
But I know you guys are against attacking people, okay, whatever. So we can find a different route, maybe an escape option, a back door that we can use, maybe.
Well,
Can I check this room? Is it just a singular room or is there's no other doors? Just one door.
So there is one door, and
Any ventilation systems, anything?
there would be ventilation system actually. Yes.
Okay.
if you want to find ways to make a run for it, you may do so. I
am.
Okay.
Okay. So, sorry, so the ventilation system, is there a way to pull it down from the inside or no? Or like unlock it or something?
There's a number of screws that you can just loosen, and you go into the ventilation system.
And how high is that?
It would be 10 feet high from you guys. If you stand on a table, you reach it.
Okay, so I'll unscrew it billless, basically.
Okay. Yes.
I'll have like, I'll loosen it basically. I'll do it to a point so if I were to teleport above it, I can push it down. That's the idea.
Good.
Okay.
I say, if you want, we can meet them outside and not in a closed area.
If you
I think closed area might work in our favor.
I feel it's just to save your own identities, I guess. At best, if you'd like, I can give you a.
I think it is harder to run away with an audience.
What is the size of the room?
Yeah,
What is like the outside, like as in not the room, as in the establishment? Like from where we are to where the door is.
Uh-huh.
What are we looking at?
So to the main door, it would be 50 feet.
50 feet.
Something like so.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a big bar.
And how big is the room we're in?
It's 10 by 20.
Okay.
No, I
It's a
think
decent
20 by
size to be
20,
fair.
20 by 20. It would.
Okay, that's pretty good size to be fair.
I feel like if a fight is going to go down, to be fair, having a door to funnel people through if they want to kill us.
It is much easier, definitely.
But if running then is the option.
And
I
there's
can-
plan B up top.
We can plan. We can always run.
that's
I can
for
give us,
you only. Don't think we'll fit.
How
Okay.
well?
Ah,
If we were to climb up,
true.
how big is the system? Ventilation system?
It's packed. You have to crawl through.
probably Rev and
But
Yermo.
can the rest fit?
Rev and Miro probably can't.
Revendirmo would find it difficult
Half
to
work, yeah.
Sorry.
you
that was me.
try to shimmy.
Well, the majority can,
Um,
so worked for me.
That's.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I
want
didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. It wasn't. It's Adam.
Yeah, that's worse. yeah, that's just worse. I don't like that the player is also against us, not just the character, you know.
That happens. I'm playing Yurmo. I am Yurmo, through and through.
I want to throw
Okay.
the spider clip somewhere inconspicuous, so that need be it can just like fire at least at
I'd say it's in a plant if you want.
cool. I will try and like camouflage it somewhat. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say go.
Yeah.
I mean, do a survival check.
That's not my
Just as a
best.
question when he's done with this, what do I know about the cube against the firm? Is there
Ooh.
some bad blood that I should be aware of?
Go ahead and roll a history check.
It's literally cybersecurity, so.
Yeah, but I've done some shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, probably yes, not probably no.
Yeah, fair, okay. History.
They're literally a law enforcement org.
18 for me. But
18.
you can do Yoneda's though first, because he went first.
Sorry, yes.
Thank you.
I got a 12.
12. You hide it as
I
best as
think
you can.
though.
It's quite hidden though. It's not a conspicuous place that people will think to look.
I think on second thoughts, I'll look at it and be like, like, but on this guy itself, no one knows it's a thing. Just like I put it back on.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's like, unless they have, magic sight.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yermo,
put it back
from
on.
your end, with the firm, you would be made aware of the cube because they are an intelligence agency. You know that they are a human a Pax Imperium based agency. So I'd say you'd have had an encounter with their tech. So you know that they are surveillance and this.
So they're
this stuff.
like their security, like Alberta.
Yeah,
Their
yeah,
security
yeah.
measures.
They
Okay.
do have these.
So they supply like
Not once
security
this.
options. Not part of
Yeah.
Alberta, but yeah. Okay. So I would have no reason to hide from these
Not
people.
once this.
No, not per se. I mean, they are an intelligence agent.
Okay.
Good. And indeed, within after some time passes.
I'll just say, I just want to do one thing.
Yes.
Over comms, if anything smells bad, I'll just say, I think the dock is out. Okay? That's our
As well, just on
code
this, I will
phrase.
also hide in the darkest corner of the room, if possible.
Hello in front of Faith. Behind the curtains.
Just anywhere, really.
Question, Russell.
Yes.
How does the door open? Like, is it like a sliding door, actual door with a hinge?
It's an actual door with a hinge that opens inwards.
Into the
Okay,
room.
okay. So into the room. So I would stay on the side, hidden from the door. So as soon as you open it, I would be on the.
You know
on
what?
the
Actually,
okay.
I'll climb inside the vent. Actually,
It's just going to be in the vent.
I'm just ready for an aerial attack.
Oh.
So you unscrew the stuff, you climb into the vent,
And I'll close it after me, so there's nothing like I'll
Sorry?
hold it closed, kind of.
Yes, and you hold it with your talons.
Talons, yeah. Should I roll a hide or?
Yeah, please. Yes, please.
Sure.
Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
That's not bad. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, nice. Okay. So yeah, unless someone else wants to do anything else, all good, perfect. So, some time passes, and I believe Valrus, you're waiting outside.
I'm outside, yeah.
Good. So yes, from there seems to be some music picking up from the center and amidst the mist. Yes, sorry, Ananas.
Question: Rev Raimi and Miru.
They're in
I
the
know
room
Rev
with you
Raimi
guys.
is.
They're both in the
Yeah.
room. They're sitting on their mocktails.
Okay.
I don't think
I
they can
tell them
really
to
do
prepare
anything.
just in
Think
case.
of the devil.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah,
Carry
exactly.
on, carry on.
So I assume they start preparing. They're not just sitting on the
Yes.
cocktails.
Miru finishes his quickly, and then he puts it to the side, and he seems to be focusing on his own.
For your quick recap, Chiara, we are about to meet with the law enforcement people. I am on the outside. Everyone inside the room is getting ready for potential fighting. So, up to you if you want to do anything.
Sorry, can you hold the bonus action? No, right?
No, no.
Okay.
What are you
never mind.
holding? So I think.
I was gonna hold a telestep.
I'd say yeah. I'll allow.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay.
Take it.
No, nothing.
The idea would be
Particular.
just to explain this. It would be to telestep from the vents to next to the door.
Good. Don't forget that when you're holding a spell, you would be using it.
No, so it's not a spell. It's my
Sorry.
feature.
Then yeah. Good.
It's a teleport, basically.
I'll allow it. Yes.
Okay.
You can. I'd say you can. Good. So so yes, time passes, and indeed, from the mist of the exosip lounge, you see emerging two figures. There is indeed a smaller figure which has she's a human with pink hair, with shocking pink hair. It's short. She has shades and a suit. You also see behind her a big burly figure. There is a bald human man, quite stocky. He also has shades and a suit. They both enter, and you see the woman, Agent Hax, what you presume.
Yeah.
She comes to approach you. She takes off her shades. Says, "Hello, Agent Hax.
I
Pleased
put
to
up
make
a hand.
your acquaintance."
I put up a hand.
And
Just-
and she says, "This is Agent Rhombus. Maybe."
Just-
Sorry, who's visible in the room? So Ananas isn't. It's just the other three.
I believe Inanis
I'm
will
on
be
the
visible
sofa.
when the room opens,
But you
right?
said you're hiding behind the door, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, I'm just out of direct visibility. But
Okay.
I don't
Just
know
to
if
get an
I'm.
idea of the room, though, you know.
If they
Alright.
enter, they see you, right, Inanis?
Yeah.
Just
No, on the
Yeah,
other side.
I would
no?
be. I would be hidden from the door, so they would open it, and I'm behind the
Okay.
door. So I'm not
So they
directly
close the
visible. They
door.
would need to walk. Yeah,
if they
they would
enter,
need to close.
if they enter, they see you. But if not, they won't.
Mhm.
Good. Good. So,
Agent
Valdez, you open the door
Rhombus.
and lead them in.
So,
Yes.
Before, I just want to make sure that we're doing whatever business we're supposed to be doing. I got your card, and we were going to come over, but I didn't expect the urgency. The lady of the establishment told me that you were rushed for this. May I just understand why before I...
Well, what? How should I put it? Okay, the urgency has just increased, considering what you've done in the last hour or so. Whilst this is not our jurisdiction, we are trying to help as much as we can, and I suppose uh, having a meeting with
So-
you guys will
Okay.
allow us to do so.
Okay, so DM asking DM like that is a clear indication that like yeah. Okay.
It seems.
All right.
Ah,
We can
yes.
sure. Yes. Let's get down to business then.
Good.
I will message because I don't know if you really locked the door or not. So
No, I wouldn't have locked the door.
okay, then
So you can.
I'll just say it's cool for now. Just
Okay.
it's cool for now, and I'll walk in.
They would welcome them in.
Okay, good. As they enter, these two figures, they do nod and they recognize every person. They seem to be looking around. Says, "Well, hello, all of you.
I close the door once they walk in. I'll close the
Good.
door.
You see the burly man sticks to the side. Just stays there. And she says, "Well, hello, I am Agent Hax. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am with the cube.
Mhm.
I don't know. I seem to be missing someone. Am I right?"
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, sure.
Say,
But
are
I
you
think I
referring?
need to roll like a very high number. No, not even that, isn't it? What's my perception? I have a +3. It's a 17. So no.
Yeah, let me
I
just
look
see
at an
one-
honest.
I would like to insight check this lady who seems to be far too perceptive and insightful for her own good.
That is also what I'm thinking. But I
Fair
am.
enough. Go ahead and incite it.
I am.
She
I am
doesn't.
Okay.
She doesn't look
Uh,
up to the ventilations, unfortunately. She just looks around.
That's fine.
Like, sorry.
I'll just give a glance to an honest. I like.
18.
18. What are you trying to read from here?
I want to see if this person has
Means well,
any
maybe.
potential ulterior motives, and if they're being honest, isn't like if they really know, are they bluffing?
Mhm. I'd say she seems to know what she's talking about. She said there's someone missing with quite a certainty. She seemed to be looking for someone else after she took into account all the people in the room.
I'll if maybe I'll type. Why is she looking for someone else? What's the reason?
She knows about you. I text back.
and I'd say
I'll type good or bad? Question mark.
she doesn't have a weapon. I'd say with the insight, her hands are freely by her sides, loose. She has
It doesn't fill me with confidence either.
a relaxed demeanor. Yes,
Yeah,
fair,
yeah.
fair.
It could be a level 20 monk.
It.
I would ask. You wouldn't be happening to want to find a third compatriot by any chance, now would you?
A what now? Sorry?
A feathered compatriot.
A feather compatriot. What is that?
Yeah, not very tall.
Yeah, that's who I'm looking for. Yes, it took me a while. Sorry.
Again, I type good or bad.
I can assure you they're with us right now.
Good, because I had hired them. I really so let me.
They hired all of
What?
us. This person
What?
hired all of us.
As I hear this, I'm like, I'll hang off the vent. I'm like, what?
The vent.
You hired me?
What? Would you like to have a seat, perhaps?
No, I'm quite fine like this actually. Relaxing my
good.
upper shoulders. Quite
You know,
nice.
just don't try so hard. I say to her, just don't try so hard.
I do have a note that he is quite difficult to work with.
Quite
so,
is an understatement.
well.
I'm right here.
Yes, I know.
That's the
Fair enough.
point.
Fair enough.
I
well,
think
jokes
it's
is-
no joke.
um,
I think it's
No jokes. Well, this is quite urgent matter because, well, I mean, apart from the happenings while you were on the station, there's also the issue of where you're coming from. And she just did you check
yes.
for
We
any?
check.
Yeah, we checked.
Good. Okay.
You can double check if you'd like.
And she nods to Agent Rhombus, and you see he nods and he starts checking behind stuff, and he's not as good as what you've done. You know.
Sorry, DM. What do
Let's
I remember
not-
about my previous employer, the guy who hired the firm? Nothing,
No.
right?
Nothing.
Okay.
So yes. So she says, "Good. I'm gonna be quite straightforward with you guys. So I know I have files on most of you. I have files on you, Valrus. We worked in the past. Perhaps you didn't know that it was us behind the curtains, and even you. I am Yermo. You have used an alias.
I think it would just be Y.
Why?
Like letter Y. Or
Even
sorry, no,
you,
actually
why?
no. I would have done the BH for Black Hawks.
BH. Good. Okay. And even you, BH. She says, we kept tabs on you even after the mission failed because you had quite some important information. So you can imagine our delight when we heard that a ship was stolen from the Regency, from specifically the prison planet Altamira. Now, I do not know. Well, Yoneda, you are galaxy famous for your
Had
endeavors, and uh, and she looks at you. And in honest, I've read quite a bit on you. We have some information on your work, and we have access to some of your papers. We were very surprised when we saw you on the video feed. Um, yeah. So
Oh,
uh, we don't have any information on you two, and she points towards the half orcs. But I'm assuming you are from the prison planet, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So this is an opportunity for both of us. We've been trying to keep tabs on what's happening within the Regency, but well, we don't have any access there. You, Walrus, you would know that we have tried. However, it is very tricky. They have quite a tight security there. Perhaps I need to show you this actually. She takes out this data tablet and she connects it to the screen, and she presses some things, and on the screen becomes the cat video subsides, and the and you see there's news that emerges. It seems to be um, Rabok news, and the- here it is.
Robok is spelled how, please?
Rabok.
Okay. Kind of.
Rabok. You see, she rewinds to the starting point, and there's flash news. Fellow Rabokians, attention! A prisoner has escaped from a nearby Regency prison. An amoeboid turned rogue, responsible for the SS-41 sabotage. The individual is accompanied by 2 orc guards that freed him. Their motives are unclear, but a route to the station is registered on the hijacked ship. They should be considered armed and dangerous. Do not approach. She says, well, they only mention you, Yoneda. From my understanding, they don't want to reveal their hands yet. They don't want to reveal that the other prisoners escaped. Perhaps, um, well, I know that Yirmo and Valrus, you were kept in illegally. There was no reason for your detainment. I don't know about you, Ananas, however.
Well,
I do remember it being quite a sham court session. I remember it being a bit of a sham session itself. I didn't have any jury of peers or anyone at present, but I mean, I don't fully understand jurisdiction, I guess.
I'll
That's
be
fine.
honest, mine was probably quite reasonable.
Well, fair enough. Yeah, I do remember
I tried to take out as many as I could with me.
I do remember the short report. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's valid.
Yeah.
Now, we have scrambled some feeds, some video feeds from the ship itself that you occupied, that you took,
Me,
and
right?
we've also, sorry,
Or them. Me or
no,
them.
in general,
Everyone, okay,
From
okay.
our ship
as
and
you
from the
arrived,
ship.
Yeah.
as you arrived here, exactly. So you managed to confuse the local authorities, which is impressive. That well, makes our job slightly easier. We swapped some of the identification of the ship, so far the investigation will take a little longer from their end. However, an extensive redetailing of the ship would be required to help you operate it. Now, what are we offering? So we are, as I mean, I don't know if most of you know, we are the Cube. We are an intelligence agency for the Pax Imperium. And well, we are very much concerned about our neighbor, the Regency. High activities have reported an increase in manufacture of weapons, ships, and even an increased hate signatures from all around. We have no idea what's happening though, and we're in the dark, and we have been trying to get information by any means necessary. And in fact, she looks at both of you, Valrus and Yurmo.
When she says this, Irma will like take one hand down from the thing and be like, put his hands up, be like, I have some information if you want it. It comes at a price.
And well, that is should. And in fact, that's what we're willing to offer. We want your full cooperation. All the information that you'd know, anything that could help us as we confront this well, this empire, and perhaps some future coordination, some future relationship between the two of us. In exchange, we will offer you full redetailing of your ship. That's what we're willing to offer, and make sure that all video footages are raised from your events at the shop. What was it? The Forge something.
That footage should already be erased.
Unfortunately,
Sure of that.
the footage inside, indeed. However, there are several video feeds that mark you going there, and there's also the signature of a specific Rev Raimi that we managed to acquire. And
What is this signature?
they seem to be the people who performed the last surgery.
Mm.
I get you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were covered by the police, but we can make sure that they disappear.
Oh, that would be swell.
You did quite a good job on hiding your footprints. The only reason our AI caught you was that because it was monitoring live footage as soon as we got information of a stolen ship. So that was the only way we managed to catch you. So I suppose that the Maw itself and the Sepulchre Knights wouldn't have access to this. So that would be very good. And even there are some footage from on the backside, the alleyway. There was you, BK. You were walking, and she laughs a little. And there was some glitching in there. So we can take care of all that. Considering the circumstances, I'm not sure why you did that. It was not wise.
What
but,
what it- what was
Really?
it? Me walking behind.
Really?
Yes, we never would have guessed.
Really?
Everyone
Well,
stares at it.
They caught me behind, behind
Yeah,
the.
So
Okay,
in the
okay.
alleyway, there
Okay,
you
okay,
had
okay,
some
yeah.
footage that you were caught in one of them. You didn't scrub that.
Fair enough.
She says, but I mean that would not be their first attempt. So we do have time to do that. But our main thing is completely new ship for all intents and purposes. Otherwise, I mean, they would probably confiscate it or something.
I think you put forward a very generous bargain.
I would like to ask for a different type of payment for my information.
Oh, of course. Were you paid for your? If you give us the information, were you
I was
paid?
not paid, but I would like, instead of payment, for an opportunity or a flight to Anarchia.
A flight to Anarchy that far.
Yes.
Is this the name? Him saying this is something that I am familiar with?
Anarchy, you would know, is so in the galaxy itself. You have to the west there would be the Human Empire. To the east there is the Alorian Empire, the Elven. In the center, the Agency. Then there's to the north there's also a Gnomish flotilla. But to the south there is an Expanse, which is a group of very sparse solar systems and star systems, along with these dead magic zones, which make it a very unattractive area for empires. And in fact, it has gone down into anarchy, and it's in fact labeled as Anarchia. It's a group of sparse star systems. It is quite far and remote. And she says, well, Anarchia, that's very far away from here, and we.
That's the only payment I asked for all the information I will give you.
Well, I mean,
including the job.
We had agreed on a specific payment beforehand. It was, if it was quite good compensation, it was 200.
I will pay the cube the compensation I earned for that information or for that opportunity.
How immediate would you need this?
if possible, as soon as possible, personally.
You see, Anarchia is a remote place that to access it you'd need to first go from this mall to the nearby mall. I forgot what it's called, and then you'd need to go. You need to buy specific ships that can traverse the that magic zones. We can perhaps try to get the payment for a mall travel, but that's typically over here specifically it's 1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Um,
Then I will take the payment and I will work towards that.
that would be better. I mean,
Sure.
we can offer you an increased payment for your information. However, we
Understood.
would be willing to offer you 300 pieces. 200.
Perfect.
That's fine.
Yes.
And just to sorry, no, go ahead, Anonymous.
I think so. You're asking for all of our information
Indeed.
to hide our identities from the mall.
Yes. It would
But I
not be
don't think that's
beneficial.
enough.
It would not be beneficial for us if the mall would leak your presence here and you'd be caught by the Regency again. We really
Exactly.
Well,
what
And we need to get back also, not only to you, but this information. It's important to the Alorian Empire. So I can't only give it to you.
and you see she grimaces. The Alorian Empire. I understand that you are elves and you have allegiance, but you should know that the Alorian Empire seeks only to war with the Regency, and that would benefit nothing. We'll just have another crusade. If they go on an all-out war, I'm afraid that would not solve anything. It would probably just speed the process.
well, what are you looking at here with this information? What would the Pax Imperium do?
Honestly, it depends on what information we get. We have no idea what's happening here, but we do intend to have a subterfuge, perhaps something on a less. We wouldn't try to escalate the conflict. We are aiming at nipping it bud.
Okay.
That is-
Just
it's a
to
pretty big nip.
not expedite, but just to give them more information, I will pull out the paper I have that I took out of mimicry from the book I read on the ship.
Okay, okay.
And I'll say, if you can give me half the money up right now, I can give you more information on your current positions. Maybe you
Yes.
can give us an update now and right now.
Well, sure. Yes. Rumbus. You hear he says yes. He has a very high pitched voice. And
Lovely.
and he
Of
comes.
course.
Okay, okay. And
Sorry,
he,
what is Rumbus? What does he look like?
He's a big.
he's a very burly, bald man.
Ah, lovely. Okay, human, right?
Yes, I think
and
they're both human.
sorry.
They're both.
They're
human?
both human.
Yes, they're both human.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he hands her. They take out pouches. She says, "Here, please." She tosses a pouch, a gold pouch.
How much?
She'd say so. She said 300, so she'd give you 150.
Okay.
So seeing that, I also have the necessary information that was requested for my own task. So I believe mine was a bit of a higher paying job, and I'd like to think that we might, at least perhaps not the entirety for my lateness, but at least a sizable portion of it would certainly
Listen,
help us along with whatever else you need us doing. If
No, we
You are
would
in the-
definitely no. Tardiness is not a problem. Given what you've been through on the opposite, well,
I'll take out the log keeper and I'll press it and it starts with the whole like and I'll let her hear the first like first sentence of it and then stop it.
and what happened to the witness?
Well, much like myself, we got caught. The difference is, I am very certain that they did not treat him with the same mercy that I was treated. I think, considering that he was betraying and revealing much more information than I had. I did not see
That
him
is fair.
pass the court dealings.
That,
But
ah,
what he had to offer, he gave it all here. So,
now
As it happens, I'll
coincidentally,
also pass on the note that I have, the document I
Okay.
have, so she's more up to date.
you see
Um,
both Marla and both Agent Hex and Agent Rhombus dealing with you guys. She says, "Ah, yes, there was another person from your entourage, Marla. She did report. Um, she was quite severely
oh
burned,
yes,
and
yes. Marla killed.
and
Data.
indeed, she did make it out. She said that she did some things with her piloting. I'm not that savvy with ships, but she managed to put a trajectory such that when the ship went down, her what do you call it? The life pod was sent in a stealthy trajectory. I don't
Interesting.
know the stuff.
The
But
rest of us all shot out of the ship before it blew up.
she did describe how she was the only survivor. But I'm glad that we're very glad
We,
that
well,
others survived.
we all landed, we all regrouped, and then we saw some things that I would be more than happy to also disclose
Oh.
once we've dealt on further as to what are circumstances here between us. And then got caught. And I was sent to the prison world that you know I was in, and the rest, maybe they were in other cells, maybe they were on another planet. Maybe they never got to another planet.
Okay, so we would be willing to pay the full price of it. However, we would require some guarantees that, for example, you'd be willing to work with us on certain missions, specifically detailing the Regency, specifically because we don't want ourselves to be tied with this. We cannot be tied in all this Regency
Yes.
commotion.
I
Would it be
don't
beneficial
know.
to you?
I don't know how the rest of you are sorted. I'll ask this though first, Agent Hex. Are you therefore saying that we are going to be barred from revealing any information to the Elorian Empire?
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
Well, that this is your information. You do it as you please. It wouldn't affect us in reality. We just really want to get a sense of what's happening. We don't know the extent of this.
Sure.
I would caution you with the Elorian Empire.
I know.
They
I know exactly what the Elorian Empire would do. I
so
know
that
I
those are
wouldn't.
my fears.
Yeah.
I don't know the extent of this, so
DM.
I cannot really accurately talk to you about if it's wise to reveal. I don't know what the extent of.
Yeah.
DM. Would I consider the names of people I saw or heard during my mission to be important or no?
Let me see.
That's the other information that I have. I don't know what else I mimicred from that paper though. 'Cause I know that was just that, right? That I gave her.
Yeah, but you had some names, right? And you wrote them down.
Exactly. I had some names, yeah.
Yes. No, that'd be important.
Okay, so I'll keep that for now. I know. Actually, I'll tell her like I have names of people who were on that ship when you gave me the job. If you want extra information of who is involved.
Cool. Anything to help us. So yeah, Valrus, we would pay the full
Okay.
5,000 gold pieces.
Good. That I appreciate. I'll turn to the rest of the group. I don't know how you guys feel. I do jobs like this. So to me, I would be inclined to look into this. I feel like they are a bit correct in that the Elorian Empire can only really handle this in a way that is direct and forceful, as it is.
I mean, you know my stance on the Solar Sanctum, so faster we take them out, the better.
I'm unsure actually which would be faster, to be fair. The Elorian Empire does quick work when it comes to military action. But, I'm simply saying, since they're not barring us from reaching out to the Elorian Empire, good, then do you feel that we can go ahead with this and move
I
forward
think
with an agreement here?
Out of respect to Ananis, we should discuss it with the Elorian Empire.
Yes. The only caveat that I would request is to forward to the Elorian Empire, or at least to the embassy, that there is ongoing activity threatening them. Because they have already started the war, increasing the war efforts. They destroyed multiple ships just to capture me.
Unfortunately, I'm not aware of this. So were you captured by the Regency
Yes.
and in Elorian territory?
At at the border, right, DM?
Yes, yes, you were in in the border
In
on
an
the side of
Orient,
the Elorian.
exactly. So yeah, I relay that. So the Regency
Oh,
are increasing their war efforts, and I don't know if the Elorian Empire is aware. So we should still communicate this with the Empire.
yes.
I think we
Yeah,
can
I
do that
agree.
on our own time, is what the fair agent is
I
saying.
don't think we have time. I think it would be helpful if the Pax Imperium, or at least just the Cube, would give a hint about this, an anonymous tip. You don't need to give any details. And I would be willing to help, especially if we're going to do subterfuge missions against the Regency.
I turn to Agent Hex. That seems like a fair position.
Yes, yes.
Because
And
I know it would take me some time to go back to the Elorian Empire. So
yeah, understandably so, and indeed, yes. I'm sure
Yes.
I could reach out to some contacts and get the message across. You say in the Elorian territory. Wow, and this was specifically for you.
being targeted.
What are they doing?
Well, before we
Well,
go further, I stop analysis. Before we go further, that is already an extra nugget of information. So, to clarify on our deal here, we're saying you're going to scrape all the information that there is on us here in order to give us a bit of a head start on not being fully caught. You are going to refurbish our ship in order to make it essentially a brand new,
for
newly
our
registered ship. Perfect. And with a promise and contractual obligation to help you in whatever particular tasks that seem appropriate to deal with the Regency's alleviated tensions. Is that the whole of it, or am I missing
What I'd
other
say,
things?
what I'd say, all this in exchange for the information primarily,
Indeed. Yes.
and following that, I mean, we would really make you would be assets to our strategy in this. Obviously, considering what information we get, and obviously, you will be compensated appropriately. So, basically, the deal is to keep an open line between us. So, if we need something, we can perhaps offer a job to you in the future. You would be well equipped for this.
And
I'd
It's
also
not
like
going to be a contractual obligation. I understand that you have endured weeks in their prison planet, so I
well,
would not dare
I
say.
could do with a stable job.
I'd also like to add, I'll tell her, in exchange for my information of names, I would like if you can arrange it, an audience with the firm to see if any jobs are outstanding in that area.
We don't deal directly with the firm. It would not benefit us to be seen in bad with them. I,
Maybe a name I can talk to.
I'm sure you can find your way to the firm.
The firm is powerful, so they may be help. They may be helpful in this situation.
Hmm. I'd rather we not get entailed in that. That would be a public relations disaster.
Then I will take 50. I will take 50 gold per name.
Hmm.
Take it or leave it.
50 gold per name.
This can all
Can
go
I-
towards travel
Agent
to
Agent
Anarchy.
Hex, can we deal separately? Like what I'm
Ah.
dealing is
Oh,
what
yes.
we're
This
dealing.
is
What he's
completely
dealing
separate.
is unrelated
yes.
to what we're dealing
Oh, yes.
because
Oh,
I
yes.
can't deal with this.
Oh yes, of course.
She looks
I
at
also
you.
got questions for myself.
This all go towards my travel to Anarchy.
She
100%. You
looks
can
at you and
keep
says 10 gold pieces.
per name.
Yes. Quite a hefty
20
price.
25.
25. Go ahead and do a persuasion check.
God, it's so fucking low. 16.
she she says, 15 final offer.
I'll take it.
Good. How many names did you say?
I don't know. I know I have the captain for sure.
Oh, okay, those names.
Like the big people names.
Yeah.
It's like, we already got them.
And
We know these people.
But I also have names from the document that I went through.
I'm assuming the document will be given to us, though, right? It's part of the information. I was.
I know
assuming
I
the-
had that piece of paper that I mimicred, but I don't know if I saw any names when I was. And I know I went through the document quickly, like the
I know
full page.
You had the document, right? It was a letter.
The letter, yes, but I know that I heard people on the comms, etc., talking. So I don't know if I have names like that, but I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, fuck it, 15.
See, not to worry. We'll also offer contacts and resources that could help you to Anarchia, provided our future
Understandable.
collaboration.
I'm all on board.
Anarchia is a big ask, unfortunately. It's outside of our territory. If it was within the Pax Imperium, it would be much easier. And Anarchia specifically, what are you doing with it? The firm.
I am from Anarchia.
Oh. And
Chris, where did I land when I vanished? What DM? Where did I land when I actually vanished?
when you vanished, so you stayed in the realms of Anarchia. It's a big.
I vanished to So when I teleported, I was teleported to Anarchia.
So Anarchia is a region.
Yeah.
And you, I believe you are originally from Exarchia.
Yeah.
Yes. You are originally from Exarchia, and you teleported to the nebulous coin.
And I found the firm there, and I got a job there, which took me. Okay.
She says, very well. Let's sit. I think you have much to share with us, right? And she gestures Agent from prepare the rewards.
I will send the file for the logkeeper.
Okay.
Like I'll forward the full file.
I'd say because you have a lot of information over
Yeah.
time. Is everyone okay with the deal? Is everyone willing to share
Can I
information?
do a final insight check
Yes,
on the
please.
two agents, or at least on Agent Z? Agent Z. Hex.
What is happening? I will send the blueprint that I copied down to Unedo. The blueprint I got from Dr. Grix. I'll send them to Unedo, since I know that he is a more a crafty engineer type.
I would. Go ahead. I'll get to that.
Okay, just insight 18.
18. I'd say she seems to be very curious right now, as you all seem to be implying some big stuff, and she has no idea what this big stuff is. She is also calculated, I'd say, what you get from her, but you don't get any malintent or specifically towards you. You don't get any.
Okay.
I don't know if you wanted to go for something else, maybe.
No, I think that covers it. Just to see if, for example, one thing specific is when they told us that they are not barring us from not communicating with the Alorian Empire. Are they actually open to it?
You see, she seemed to be thinking this was a small thing, the
Okay.
information, and she was willing to that.
Okay. Okay. No, that's it
Uh,
then. Thank you.
Good, thank you. Yoneda?
I want to ask this agent Hex if she knows anything about my incident.
Well, I mean,
Sure.
your incident was all over the news. Can you be more specific
No,
on
but
that?
I mean,
The truth, Forshi.
do you know? You know that I was framed for it.
You see, she's taken by surprise. You see. Framed? I thought it was an
Yeah, we could.
accident, and you were the person liable for all the damages. Was is that
Well,
is
that
is that
is
the incident I
that
remember?
is the official legal conclusion taken. But I guess if everyone's giving out information for Coin, I would also like to partake in this since you don't know about this.
Oh, why would the Regency want? I mean, wait. Who would benefit from having you? They would, but they could acquire other.
We,
We-
that I believe
That's
this is
part
part
of
of the
the
information that we will
information.
all be.
Yes, and
Yep.
we begin
We'll get to that.
piecing that together
Piecing things together.
in tandem with
Yeah,
everything else.
we'll give her
that we
the
saw.
the full rundown of what we
Okay.
understood.
She would say, she says, I'm giving quite a generous price to, generous reward to Valrus. So, if that would be,
So I
because it
look
was
to
intended
Valdis
to,
as like, is this a shareable thing, or is this your money?
Oh no, we can definitely see if we can use this for the group.
it was
I'm-
intended for a different party in reality.
it was indeed like this was going to be split anyway, and I'm more than happy to make sure that we move forward in a collective goal together with it.
That would be
How much
beneficial
was
for
it?
you and for us. Like,
It's 5,000 from my end from last we talked, so that's a good starting point at least. Like nothing that can upgrade much right now, but certainly equip us personally.
Yeah. Yes. So and that's our aim. It would benefit us if you are well equipped. But understand that moving such
They're also-
funds can be.
They are also
We-
refurbishing our entire ship, so they are also paying for a pretty hefty sum there as
Yeah.
well.
Yes.
And they are scraping all of our data. I think this is quite generous, and I assure you that the data and the information we have will be
Worth
very, very worth every coin you are about to spend.
Probably
And-
more so, but
Probably more so, honestly,
I think
truly.
yeah.
I think we are being quite generous, frankly. But we are literally at your hands, and you would literally give us over to the authorities if you didn't do all that you did. So,
We'll call it
See,
even.
the Solar
You would
Regency is
never.
planning a galactic nuclear war. And then I begin explaining everything. And then
Do you remember the novel Star Wars?
Yeah.
They're building the Death Star.
the ancient big Death Star, you know, like from the ancient Hollow movies. That times 74.
and I bring stuff
then
up stuff
And
up
then
on
I
the
start
screen.
explaining like all the ledgers that I found,
Yeah,
And,
like
like,
stuff too.
my involvement, my very marginal. but
I mentioned
actual
the
involvement.
consumption of thousands of orcs being fed into a planar portal that I saw right before my capture.
DM, the person that talked to me in my head, did he say he was a rifter?
He said we are the Rifters.
I'm gonna ask this hex person.
Uh-huh.
What do you understand? What do you know of the rifters?
The Rifters. Any
Doesn't tell us
context?
anything. He doesn't tell
That's
us
it.
anything, but he's more than happy to tell the random NPC who was fucking leveraging her down.
She seems very trustworthy.
The intelligence lady that doesn't seem to be very intelligent.
But
Can I
intelligence,
do
that's actually
like
quite
a
nice.
history? Like, do I recall the name Rifters?
Rifters.
I
Would
don't
I know
have
of
that.
it?
So
I'd say no one has access to this.
Good.
So she,
Oh.
she doesn't know either. She has no idea.
No,
Okay.
not even a
No
check
problem.
yet.
Do I know about the firm? Sorry, because I know Yoneda knows
The
about the firm.
firm,
I just want
yeah,
to see if I have
the
context.
firm would be something that is it's a corporation in itself. It transcends borders. You know, I'd say go ahead and do a history check as well, just to see if you get some other information apart from what I said to Nathan.
Wouldn't Van know about the rifters almost since he had access to what happened in the dream or no?
I don't know. I wasn't
No
going to
idea.
ask since you said like none
Okay,
of us
okay.
No,
I'm
have
just
access to it.
No,
meta wise. I'm like
I've considered,
Oh,
I have
meta-wise,
considered.
I don't-
the-
no idea. Okay, okay.
I only rolled a 7 for my check.
Stefan, that's what you know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know that yes,
Alright,
you know
alright.
that they're a corporation, they're a front, but they have some shady shit.
Okay.
I would
Good,
know
and-
about the firm, but no shady stuff. So
Very-
fine.
How is Yermo an accountant?
I'm very smart, you know. Very smart.
Uh-huh.
I'm very good at the mathematics.
Can you find my taxes for me, Irmo?
Of course I can. No problem. No problem. I'll just launder them in another company. No problem. No problem.
There you go.
Ah, that makes sense.
UTI.
Okay.
And
Alright.
and yes, and you divulge all the information to Agent Hex. You see her expression go from this is a small thing to what
Oh, fuck.
and
Yeah.
Yep.
I
in
would
the
also,
meantime-
from my end, explain that they try to torture me to get more detail on the dark matter engines.
They,
So,
okay.
yeah.
they were curious about who I worked for. Seems now I know.
So yes. In the meantime, I had the news flash had gone from the screen, so it was replaced by more cat videos,
Lovely.
and all this while cats were playing. Good. So she says at the conclusion of this, you see she's shocked and her brain is sort of just fried at this point. So much information. She would have asked if she could record this. I don't know. You could have a.
Hmm.
Mm,
I would say no.
No.
That's
And
fair.
I also wouldn't
as
take it.
in,
Not to worry.
I mean, you know for sure not. I mean,
That's understandable, but not to worry. I'll make sure to relay this.
if you can
To my
make us
organization.
make it maybe a little bit like if you're willing to offer
Distorted,
something,
maybe.
I'd be
I'll-
willing to speak a little bit, but
Rhombus, I forgot you're an expert. What do you call them? Teleprite.
fuck.
The court.
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
No, like if she wants it in anonymous, I think I'm more than happy to write it all up. I'm a pretty quick
No.
texter.
No, you see,
He's a
Stereographer.
stenographer.
They're not.
Yeah.
Stenographer.
Yes,
We got that.
Sure. No,
so
that's
yes,
fine.
it-
I can reiterate it if it's just being typed up by someone else. That's okay.
Agent Rhombus just takes out this and you see his thing.
Lovely.
Good, beautiful. And at the end of it, she says, "Well, okay, this is more severe than we could have ever imagined. Okay, let me tell you, this is a lot of information to process. We need to relay this to our superiors and figure out an action plan. I cannot possibly ask for anything right now because we don't have any plan per se. Will you be staying here for a while, or are you looking to go away
Well,
from here?
if you are covering our trail, and if you are sending words to the Elorian Empire, if that is agreed
Yes.
upon, then honestly, I guess we don't have that much of a rush.
Yes, that would
I
serve
don't-
us well. We need to think of a plan.
if we have nobody hunting us down, we have no rush. That is the.
Well, good. So we let's say, would you be able to give us a few days? We would contact you in a few days time, perhaps we could arrange something, an agreement of sort, and maybe some mission. Does it make sense?
That's fair. I assume. Do you have a deadline on how soon you can get that ship refurbished for us?
That is being taken care of as we speak.
I see.
It should be done in a day or two.
Okay.
Perhaps. Yeah. We have our finest marksmen, our worksmen, working on it. So yeah,
Hmm.
good.
All right then.
Okay. How would I be able to contact you? We could exchange details, and I can contact you through the mall, through our
And
communication.
we can if you have safer means. I'm more than happy to get an extra something to. I don't know if there is like. Is there the comparable of like sending stones that are easy to purchase in this?
I'd say there's even just
Tier.
even with your communications, you can tag go into a frequency. A com set can be used to communicate with other
Then
people.
I will take one of the particular consents and set it to a very particular frequency and like this one.
Actually, I would say it would be like a data pad, like a mobile phone.
Okay, that's
We can do a,
perfect.
we can do a
That's
group
even
chat,
better.
Lucas.
Yeah, because that would be because the com sets have a 1 mile
Yeah.
radiation,
Okay.
but if you go on there's a Fly network which is owned by a mega corporation, which
Okay.
is like a data pad that you can text and even call other people.
Oh, okay. Oh, so we do actually have that kind of level of
Yes,
technology.
there is this kind of
All right.
technology. It is limited to a planetary system.
Okay.
Though
Okay.
you
So
cannot
within a planet, we can
communicate.
actually call each other and stuff. Okay. All right.
But but we need this device.
We need this.
It would be a regular data pad that you can buy.
Okay.
So we can
I believe
ourselves we can use the data pads we already have. But for this, I would like to buy a very like a data pad that then I would crack and like keep it as
Good.
like a burner data pad.
yes, very good. Yes.
So
Perfect. She would say also, sorry, I lost my note. She'd say, okay, be advised if you're planning to go in around in the Pax Imperium. I don't know how often you have traveled in the Pax Imperium. You would need license registrations for weapons and other stuff. So if you need anything, we'll try to make sure that we can procure something under the books so that you stay anonymous, just in case you're thinking of carrying out some missions elsewhere.
okay.
Perfect. Good. I don't know if you have any questions for me. We have much to think about, but in the meantime, you can do your own thing, and we can be in touch in a few days. If that's okay.
I'll ask her. What do you suggest as a place to stay?
Well, yes, fair enough. Well, the lounge here have good accommodation, good rooms. If you go upstairs, yes, they have rooms to rent, but there are other places around the Bizarre Bazaar that you can visit. Let me just make sure.
I'm okay with waiting a couple of days. Other than that, I'm.
If you're looking to make some quick money or something, I don't know if you'd like to rest, but I would suggest perhaps looking even at well, I suppose after we scrub everything, it should be okay. Perhaps the Sepulchre Knight's office. It's at the entrance area near the teleporters. They would have.
Are there any
They
jobs
would
that are
have.
local? We don't want to be
Yeah,
running off too far away from you if you're.
that's what they have. They would have jobs pertaining to the mall because here is unfortunately not our jurisdiction, so we don't have
I see.
any. We cannot create the jobs.
I
So the missions, and that would be in the hands of the Sepulchre Knights. And I'm sure, I mean, yeah, you'll manage to make your way around.
Okay.
And then just a question: are
Yes.
there any mage tech shops?
Oh yes, why of course. There's a whole section in the mall. So it would be outside of the bazaar. Just go to the welcoming area. There should be teleporters to different place. There is an arcane district. Yes, the arcane district that would deal in this. I mean, the Pax Imperium prides itself in its in its supremacy in magic. But apart from that, you can also visit the Falcon Arena, which provides good entertainment, and perhaps you could try participate in some of the games they have there. Um, uh, and apart from that, there's also the Ribbon Circus, that is entertainment. But yeah, feel free to roam around. If you have any questions, ask away.
I just have a small question, or perhaps later, uh, not bargain, but exchange. I'm curious as to how much you have on that file with my name on it.
Well, it's quite limited, to be honest. I mean, I suppose we can, since we're all sharing information. Um, it says here that you came here. How long was this?
It was about 4 weeks and a couple of days.
Yeah, something
About
like
5
that.
weeks.
We did have we did run a background check, but it was very limited. It said that you were an exile from the Elorian Empire.
Okay.
But all we had, to be honest.
Can I make an insight check on that?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled 3.
3.
Mhm.
Can
Yeah,
I try to give her the help action?
I'd say no because this is pertaining to her backstory.
Yeah, this is
This-
just okay.
yeah.
All right, I'm fine. I'm fine with that. Okay, okay. Thank you. I appreciate the candor.
No, I mean, you are like many other people. We call you shadow runners, people who are stay in the shadows, and well, we have use for people like you, specifically not to tie ourselves to
good,
some
good.
these.
I have use for people like you too. We do
Indeed,
an equivalent exchange.
and we won't pry further. Everyone has it.
There is a bit of a like pause in Valris when she calls her a shadow runner explicitly. Like I'm sure it's just a typical average term, but it hit
It is.
somewhere. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Yep.
Perfect. So I shall bid you farewell, and I will be in contact.
Perfect.
If you have any questions, this bar is a safe house of ours. We conduct most of our business through here.
Good to know.
So if you ever find yourself in danger, and beware, there are definitely Regency agents on the mall. So do keep an eye out. I'm sure they will be keeping an eye out for you. Please understand that, well, the Regency, their belief, has infiltrated as well the Imperium, and that is why we cannot go on a full-out war against them, and why we are trying to tackling it the way we are, through subterfuge. Unfortunately, I mean, their belief has infiltrated our society, and not much we can do. There would be great civil unrest if
Oh, there'll be
actions were-
unrest. I feel like we're leading to a very unrestful time.
Yep.
well, let's try our best to avoid that for the next generation at least.
Yeah. I guess that's the sentiment.
Good. So I will leave you.
Alright. So cash has been given.
Farewell.
Cash has been given.
Sorry.
Cash has been given.
Yes.
Or it's
yes,
going
yes,
to be given.
Yes.
Was they given the full
reward-
amount as well?
Sorry.
Was they given the full amount as well?
Yes. Plus an additional 15 for the name.
Perfect.
You see, the agent Rhombus would have the tiny chest, and yes.
Lovely.
Oh,
Alright. Perfect.
And Inez, do you want to say something?
No, I said for one.
One name.
Yes, for one name exactly.
Of course.
Good, beautiful, and she leaves you to it, and they both leave,
Okay.
and you are left in silence. There's this soft lo-fi music, and
So
this is just-
are we good?
Are we good?
That's on
We're-
you.
We're good from my end.
I pull up the cat videos again.
No, no, please, no.
It's
No, no.
actually no, it's a video of a cat actually eating a bird. So
It's a video of a cat being super cute by doing that when it's like preparing to target.
Put it away. Put it away,
when it's
please. Put it
preparing to
away.
jump.
Beautiful.
It's okay. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, in case you guys are wondering,
I-
Valorous is extremely a cat person.
What? No, I'm not.
I love cats.
No, I'm not. Passes. Valorous isn't a cat person. Valorous is a dog person.
Oh, that's true. Shut up.
Do you say
I-
say this?
I don't know. I don't know. if
No,
Red
no,
was
it
saying
was
that.
out of character.
Okay. No, but you know that Valorous is a dog person. You have seen you specifically, Yoneda, know that Valorous
Yes,
is a
you
dog
know,
person.
you have.
I'm more
You've
romantic
seen
in the
hounds
fence.
and
I get
yeah.
a click and I put up cute dog videos.
I immediately look.
That's better.
Immediately, like 50% of the tension has left Valorous's body. It's like, they're so
Beautiful.
cute. Look at their floopy
So
ears. Look at their
we're
floopy
good,
ears.
right? We're gonna continue on this part.
Yeah, I said my part. You know my conditions.
Same.
And I understand.
As then.
Listen.
Go ahead.
No, go. You finish your piece. I'll get to mine.
You know my
I
conditions
just-
too.
Yeah, pretty easy to handle. I'll turn to Rev and I'll be like, I think you deserve a bit of a reward for saving us from that hellhole. How's about a nice new set of armor? I have a lot of gold to spend.
I mean, if you wish so, I don't.
Yeah. I can't carry half of this. I literally cannot pick up this chest, and I'm sure you can.
Sure.
Genuinely, when I put the 5,000 gold into my equipment, my carrying capacity went beyond my maximum. So I turn to person who has already offered to carry stuff before, and I'll be like, you can carry it, and maybe we can find a suit of armor that he might
Shall we go
appreciate.
to this arcane district then?
Oh yeah, I was thinking general like
maybe.
arm, but we can investigate.
I wanted to
what time is
apologize
it?
for my
Dear?
previous outburst.
Actually, right now it would be in the evening, so actually shops would be closed.
With your
yeah.
room then.
Rightfully outbursted.
So next, so you can rest the night and then you can go.
Yeah,
to the-
I'll say, Valers, can you get us a room?
Oh,
Since
yeah,
you know
sure.
this establishment.
Do we want to stay
Um,
here, or would you rather we find like a place nearby the
Here seems
There are
fine.
other places.
arcane?
I feel like this is a safe place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for now, until we get everything sorted out on the ship, it's safer to stay here.
Sure. Then do they have rooms here? Because I didn't.
Yes,
There's a
yes.
little-
we
little.
have,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have rooms here.
Yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, I'll find us a room. I don't know. I feel like everyone kind of wants their privacy, so. Right? No? Yes?
Yoneda's
Yes.
2 cents would be
I think we should pair up probably to be safe. I don't think it would be smart to actually each of us be in a room on their own. To be fair,
we can always see if they have adjacent rooms.
that too. I'm just worried of people walking into the room while you're asleep, kind of vibe.
We
Yeah.
can always take cover. I'll watch.
My 2 cents was before we start separating and stuff would be to so can we just we all say, listen, we are gonna work as a group, we're gonna work as a team, and that anything coming forward from here on out, we're honest with each other and we're trying to help each other out. Does that seem like a fair deal to everybody?
I am completely in agreement.
Was already doing that.
Yeah, but I'm saying from this point on,
Yeah,
say
I agree.
yes, I'm
Yeah.
gonna work for this team.
Yes, I
That's what I
am
think
going to
it
work.
is out
I
there.
say this pinpoint looking at Irmo. Yes, I am fully and wholeheartedly going to be working in favor of this team and its general success.
I promised to work as a team that benefits everyone. If somebody is against this, then in that moment, then I would be against them.
Good.
Um,
Then my prior statement
Sure.
stands. I have no
also
other means of
will say
dealing with this.
I will also say that I am committed to the team and will be honest and forthcoming.
Perfect. I appreciate
Yes,
that.
I Dark Destroyer.
Yes.
And
Please.
In this moment, honestly,
yes, Didi.
honestly, yes, Dark Destroyer.
I shall
he's
call you
surprised.
Didi.
Didi.
I
Didi it
accept.
is.
I
Okay,
accept your.
once we're alone, I will also say, just to build trust within the group with Yurmo, I will say, okay, so I understand that most of you don't enjoy my presence right now. I will tell you that the person who talked to me mentioned themselves as the Rifter.
So we.
Anyone has any idea about what this may be?
You already mentioned it before
No.
to a random stranger, and
That's
no.
fine. I mentioned to you guys now.
Yeah.
He's working on it.
I'm
Just
working on it. You know, I try my best.
Oh.
You are
giving
such
him
a
the
kind
benefit of the
person.
Thank
doubt.
you, Nana. Thank you.
You are
Question
too
here,
kind
Mo.
for your own good.
Yes,
Do you want to actually be truthful?
I'm always truthful.
Can I do something to you?
Depends what you're gonna do to me.
Just ask you a question, but I'll cast a spell first.
If you let me know what the spell contains, then maybe.
It will force you to tell the truth.
I always tell the truth, so no problem.
Okay. I cast Zone of Truth. And-
Everyone is there.
Everyone is
Honestly,
affected by it.
I'm okay with. I'll fail.
Good.
I'll
I
go
accept it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
I'm
gonna
I
fail
accept
a
it
plus.
as well.
I'm
Good.
down for it.
Everyone
I
fails.
am willing.
Good.
Actually, you know what? Just for the lols, I
Consent
will
given.
actually roll. I roll against it.
Oh my god.
The one person
Of
who needs to
course he
build
would.
trust.
I actually
Why are
fucking
you like
succeeded.
this?
I actually fucking succeeded.
Well, that gives you enough of an answer for an honest.
No, I
Okay.
wouldn't. I would tell the truth. No, I wouldn't. I was curious. I would tell the
D-
truth.
okay. DM, is he successful or
No,
does
I
he
wouldn't.
fail the save?
I wouldn't roll against it. I'm
I'll
always.
say. I'll say. You see, he's curious to challenge his ability. Then he gives it. He
Yeah.
feels some resistance, but then he gives it. I'll say.
Okay. So my question is, was this the actual first time that you were contacted by him? Or by them? I don't know. By the Rifters.
Let me just have a look at my backstory. 1 second.
I'll help you out. I'll help you.
No. I don't want your help.
I don't want your help.
Are you seeking
I do
enemies
Sorry,
everywhere?
I need your help.
No one
would
needs
I-
your help.
Would I think that that's the same person that talked to me, the same voice that talked to me in my backstory?
Yes. Yes.
I'll say no. Then to your question.
No. Okay. Anyone else have a question for you?
When did they talk to you first?
When I first landed after I vanished from my home planet.
You mean back
Are
in
you
the
truly a
Regency?
doctor?
What did you say?
Miro
Are you
after.
truly a doctor?
No. I'm
love
good
the
at my
visual
plays
notes,
though,
like,
so I got the job done.
I am curious. You good with accounts, and taxes and stuff, Mr. Accountant?
What do the accounts fall under as a ability score?
I'd say it would be an intelligence check.
Then yeah, I'm good. Yes.
I'm referring specifically to your firm dealings. What does the firm need with an accountant?
Well, accountants will be useful for all things.
What about an
That
accountant
Accounting
is
who's
books.
that
really
is
good at
true.
killing things?
That is true.
What do they
What
need with
what do
an
you say?
I
But
said, what about an accountant who's really good at killing things? What do they need an accountant like that for?
Well, in my case, I was
that can
very
fly
good.
a dark ship.
In my case, though, I was very good at finding out information for the firm.
Interesting. Okay.
I was very good at kind of what's the word? Infiltrating and understanding what's going on.
Mhm.
Side note, I think since we've all agreed, correct, that we're gonna be working as a team.
I agree. Now within the zone of truth, I will doubly say it once more.
As they say this, I'm gonna ask Inanis. Inanis, where does your power come from?
You're technically not compliant to the zone of
I'm
truth.
asking.
The person in the, who cast
And
it
I
doesn't-
will say it's from within. It's an innate ability.
You're rolling inside check. Fuck my dice. Fuck it.
I'm curious as well, to be fair. I am a
You're on
bit
a
curious
check.
as well. I'll do it as well. But I'm not
Shite.
I'm half-hearted on it. I wrote
Dog
7.
shit. What's on more?
But
14.
I'm not, I just look. It's more curious. He says innate, I think innate? Hello?
Do I feel a vibe coming off of Inanis by any chance? Like the way he casts spells, is that similar to what I have just unlocked?
Mm-hmm. Um, you have cast the Eye of Anubis. Well, you
Ivra.
know what? You get a familiar vibe, not the exact same vibe.
Okay, so my question is valid.
A familiar vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 14 inside check.
You know, unless I don't know if you want to roll a persuasion.
It seems truthful.
I'm slightly curiosity picked, I guess. But I have no further questions. If
Beautiful.
anyone wants to ask me
The only
any
thing that I'll
questions, we are
say
here.
is it's associated with dark matter,
Yeah. Okay.
and I show the crystal.
Interesting. Oh,
Um,
so
Part
now
of my
I see.
research.
So now I see. Okay.
You see my sword as well, to be fair, so...
No, the sword I already saw. I've already pinned
Okay,
you
okay,
down for
okay.
that. I hadn't pinned down an honest sword. Interesting. Okay.
I've seen Valor's cast, no?
Honestly,
The
to be fair,
darkness.
I've subtly cast darkness almost every
Ah.
time.
Oh, but you've cast the Mega, no, on the ship, or is
I
that
did
not?
cast the mega on the ship, to be fair, but area of
But
the
you
ship.
weren't in the room.
I'm
I
like
was
in.
I was in
Uh,
I was in the dog ship when I saw that. I saw that I
You
saw
saw
you
it
build
on
a
the
barrier.
outside, so you didn't see me.
So
cast
I'll
it
ask you
on
the same question actually while we're in this bubble.
I give you actually, honestly, the same answer. It does come from within.
From within.
Mine too.
Inside check again.
Yeah, go for it.
Fuck!
You know
Even
that,
lower.
You know that Valorous is compelled to tell the truth.
Yeah, at least you, in honest, knows that I'm
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
saying the truth. But yeah, no, it came. I'll say it bloomed late, but it was always there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Any more questions for me then? Since it's an interrogation.
Were
I'm
you
just gonna,
serious
like,
when you said you were
double-check.
gonna cut my other arm?
Yes.
What? I was gonna sleep with this guy. I find me a different room.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just going
Uh,
to double check with Rev Raimi and Didi about the whole team business to like hear the final confirmation from them.
Oh, yes, yeah,
Um,
I apologize.
Of course,
I was
I will work for
Yes.
the benefit of this team. And I too, I am in the zone of truth, so
I haven't answered that question yet, huh?
and I too shall work for the benefit
so
of
I
this.
turn to you again and be like, Guillermo, will you work for this team in honesty and compatriotism?
I will work for the benefit of myself, and if the group happens to fall within those regions, I will work with the team.
You see, DD is not is
Yeah,
nodding
I
his
just shake my head. I'm like,
approval.
That's that's the truth.
you truly don't want to work
Then
with
that
us.
then that only
I
means that if shit hits the fan because of you, we are not compelled to
I
stick
will
around.
I will truthfully I will say that I will attempt to not cause any further trouble for the team and only for myself, if that comes to it.
There was two things that kind of interlinked. Just
In
saying.
that case, I will not consider any person. I will consider every person issue as a team issue, and I will discuss it. But end of the day, I will be doing
Yeah,
it
will
for
be
my own
appreciated.
reasons.
Pinch of salt. We'll get there.
Sure.
So
Sure.
my last cent is that means we should sleep on a team name.
Oh,
Hmm.
Hmm?
That's not a
Is that-
bad.
No, no, we don't need to come up with something yet. You can sleep on it. We'll get to something.
Dark
This is something that,
Destroyer.
you know.
No.
No,
No,
I'm just
We-
kidding. I'm just.
Yes.
even from me,
no.
that's bad.
You
I
only
can-
you
I
get
can
the
understand.
pass.
You are the only Dark Destroyer, Didi. It's okay.
Ah.
We haven't earned the name. Yeah, that's exactly right. Okay, that's interesting. I've never been in a team long enough to actually be involved in its fruition, I guess. Hmm.
I feel it is something that can really, bind the team together.
Yeah,
But
no,
having
I
this
get that. This
Team
is
name,
a.
maybe.
I usually hop from one thing to the other. With this little bit of a guarantee of someone at the back seat taking care of the loose ends, I feel comfortable maybe building up something. So I'm down for
I'm
that.
sorry, but I'm already part of a team, so I cannot join in on this. But I will be a plus.
Why can't you be part of two teams? What stops you?
Why do you seek to make me want to choke you out?
It's
Why
it's
do you
not a
seek-
matter it's not a matter of choking me out. It's just that I am already
it
part
is-
of my own oath.
You can have your
This
own.
isn't about an
What-
oath.
If you share your tenets in your oath, we would be more than happy to make sure that whatever we decide to do, we won't interact with your oath. If you want to reveal that to us. But it seems like we have to fucking gouge out every bit of information out of you.
I can only share
Even
the
when
oath
in the
if
zone
you are
of
part of
truth.
the team. I can only share the oath if you are part of the team. But I will consider joining a second team.
Would be appreciated.
I don't know how to handle this.
I
I
No.
say this out
Uh,
loud.
Deep breaths and get another margarita, and we'll be on our way.
Can
You know
someone
this
just
I-
can,
berry, and he points to the mocktail. It's delicious.
Oh yes, of course. I also from the office that I've sacrificed somebody in. I have also taken a graft.
Actually, when he says sacrifice, with the zone of truth still up,
It's a sacrifice
would it
for
be
him.
sacrifice?
Sacrifice for him.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's worse. It's just
Maybe.
worse.
It's
like,
worse,
You
yeah.
can't, you can't go worse than sacrifice.
If they
There's
believe
no
that
word
is the
further.
truth.
That's the truth.
I
I
think
say
I
I
would
also
rather killing for fun than sacrifice.
True.
That would be worse.
I
I
don't
also
know.
have
That would be
this.
worse.
I don't know.
I have these eyes that I've taken from the office, which I would like to be inbuilt into me, if possible. Because I have trouble seeing in dark places.
Instead of your own eyes, or what are we talking about here?
Well, they are a graft, so they will need to be inbuilt
Yeah.
into my face.
It would be
I'm
instead.
pretty sure. I think most people in this room would happily gouge your eyes out. So be careful.
Which is why I told the
Everyone
group.
nods in unison.
It was why I told the group that I know it to be a
I'll drop.
a team effort.
You don't know.
The zone of truth drops.
Okay.
I don't continue holding back.
I keep nodding though. I need not the
No, I mean, of
compassion.
course. Yes.
I am as honest as I have ever been.
Same.
Hmm.
Beautiful. And
Okay.
and with that, I mean, you conclude your conversation. You make your way to the bar, I suppose. Some of you are ordering drinks. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll order a drink.
Yeah.
I'll buy.
At this.
I'll
Uh-huh.
buy the rooms. I'll rent
Okay,
out the
beautiful.
rooms.
So the rooms would be. Let me just find it. It is 2 gold pieces per head.
That's expensive as
Yes.
fuck.
2 for
It's
Yes,
a
exactly.
bougie place.
12
Mhm.
for
It's a nice place. It's
just a
very
day.
comfortable.
2 per head per day.
Yes, 2 per head per day. Yes.
Is there a discount
It's
for buying for more days than one at a time?
it doesn't seem so, no.
Alright.
Oh shit.
We could sleep here for the night and then switch places. We don't need to
Yeah.
spend every night.
Let's
here.
see how
Would
it
you
evolves.
would you be willing to share like a massive ensuite room if they have one?
Yes, if you go for a massive ensuite room, I'd say it would be 3 gold pieces per 2 persons.
Right.
Pretty good.
And
For
then
two
and we can
persons only.
Sorry.
3 gold
Th-
per
that's
2
the same amount.
persons.
So it would be 1.5 instead of.
Fair.
Yeah.
But we can also
Sure.
buy one and then some of us can sleep on the floor. I'm more than happy
Yeah,
sleeping
yes.
on the fucking floor.
Yes. You can do that as well.
Yeah, I don't need any. I can
To
just
be
do it
honest,
on the
it is,
floor.
it is 2 gold pieces, not per person, per room. 2 gold pieces per room per night.
Okay.
That is for a single room.
Okay.
And for a double room, it would be 3 gold pieces.
Sure, we can buy two.
Yeah, I can.
We buy 2 3 gold.
Good. Okay.
Sounds good.
Done.
Yeah.
And then we can divide 3 and 3.
Good. The drinks from before, he put them on the tab that because you left 1 gold piece extra, and he
Oh, nice.
held that
I
tab.
can.
If you want to buy something else, typically
I'm paying 6. I'll give 10 gold, and that can be on the tab of our group.
okay,
There's
okay,
an
good,
extra
good.
4
So,
gold tossed in.
yeah, with 4 gold, you can even have some dinner.
Sure.
Ooh.
Whoever wants,
There-
whoever wants, the tab is open.
There is
I
hunter's
want to
pie
hand this.
and crocodile steak.
Nice.
Wednesday. Nice.
Good.
We need to
Um,
sleep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same.
I also
You,
need to sleep.
You go upstairs into the sleeping quarters. Upstairs, there's an opening. There's a landing. There's a window overlooking the statue and the central park, etc. And then you go into your. There are 2 rooms to the side. You go into those rooms, and you do see they're quite nicely furnished. They have a good standard of cleanliness and amenities. And as you rest into the bed, and just you can feel you relax. It has been a very long time since you relax. And well, you feel slightly comfortable.
What is happening when I see everyone is kind of falling asleep? I would like to try to talk to the person who talked to me.
I was just because this would make a difference, I guess, to what you're about to do. I was going to say divvying up Rev,
Yes.
Miru, Yoneda one room, and me, Inanis, and Yermo in the other room, and me and Inanis can easily keep a watch every single hour of the night on our bird friend.
Yeah, 100%.
So
You all have en suites. I don't know if you want to have a shower and stuff.
Yes.
fair.
So Yermo.
Yeah.
Actually, at
And-
night I'll go inside the ensuite. I'll go inside the bathroom. I'll close the door, and I will try to contact the person who spoke to me.
In fact, Yermo, the voice preemptively speaks to you as you enter this secluded space. He says, "Turn the water on." And you hear this.
I turn the water on.
Good. Which water? There's the sink. There's the toilet.
Both.
Flush,
Um,
shower, sink.
Our DM,
Everything.
like, very important detail.
You
Makes
see
it more
in
suspicious.
No, I turned the shower on. Turn the shower on. Should be the loudest.
in any body of water that is formed, you see through the water. It seems to be a different phase of reality. So as you look, even in the toilet bowl, in the sink, in the shower, as the shower floor begins to pile with water, as the drain doesn't keep up, you see there is this vision, a portal. You're seeing through it, and it reveals a dark place. You see the shadows of buildings, shadows of people walking around, and as you look closely, you see on the roof of one building there are two creatures. There's a beak on both of them. Both of them have beaks. As
Like beaks like mine, so like a
yes,
crow, or is it something different?
very much like yours, indeed. Let me just
Okay.
confirm. Yes, exactly. Very much like yours. And
Okay.
you see they seem to be going around stealthily. Uh, you only catch their side because the vision focuses on them and focuses further on them, and you start recognizing their mannerisms, the way they walk, the way they conduct themselves. These are indeed your siblings, Vexa and Quill. You see as they temper with a side window, unlocking it, and they slide inwards. Time moves forward, and you see they emerge from there. Some guy tries to follow them through the window but falls out, and they run away. They run off in the distance, and you hear a gift. And that's.
I say thank you.
And if you want for how long you stay there, the portals, the vision keeps following them.
I'll stay there for like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
You see as they go back into hiding, they have a sort of something underground under a house. There's
How much older would they look?
how
I
much?
don't know if I jumped through time and space.
No, it seems to be accurate. I mean, there's no when I said time moves forward, it's not because it was going
I
fast.
know, but I don't know how if I actually jumped. When I jumped, I don't know if I jumped through space or even through time. So they look like they're their age.
Yes, they look they're their age.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So yes, you follow them into what seems to be an underground quarters. They seem to be divvying up the loot. They have some other people there, and you see they're there.
I don't see any sign of my right hand man now. It's just me. Duma and Leon.
Duma. Say they're underground. Yeah, you would see your right hand man.
Okay.
You see actually, but he is missing an arm.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yes.
I'll turn everything off and I'll walk out the bathroom.
Okay. Okay. Good.
Nice shower in there.
Yeah. Yeah. A great shower. I'm dry as fuck, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, he
God.
comes out dry.
Good.
Beautiful. And
It's like
Can
Dr.
I
Liz.
can I fuck this will be bad, but Irma would do it. Can I try during the night to hide to a certain point and try
One
to
of
leave
us
the
is
room?
always awake.
I know.
Literally.
I'd like to steam my way out of the room.
go ahead and
With-
roll a. I mean, you're in plain sight. I'd say. I'd say
I'm aware.
because they were very specific about
Yeah.
watching you.
I mean, I'll do it anyway, but if they catch me, I'll
They-
see what
I-
happens.
which one of us would be on watch?
Yeah.
How
Are you
forward.
going? Yeah. I mean, you.
You can roll a d20. Even is an honest and odd is
Sure. If you want to determine it that way.
I mean, this will be
In the
close.
other room,
I
everyone
want
is
a long.
sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a long rest, so I'll probably do it towards the beginning. So like maybe
Okay.
2 hours in when I think that everyone is asleep, which they aren't.
Then-
They obviously
then-
aren't.
As we did last time, I would have taken the first sleep, so Inanis would be awake. That'd be great.
Yes,
So,
true.
in honest,
better.
you see Yermo trying to sneak out in front of you.
Wait, one second. I got a 19 still.
No, but you're in plain sight. You're in front of him.
I tried at least.
Yeah, you tried. You see, he's trying to be very stealthy. He doesn't make a sound, but he's in front of you. He's there.
Where are you going?
Oh, nowhere. I was gonna get a drink of water from downstairs. I
have
didn't want to
water
wake you.
here.
Oh,
I'm
perfect.
awake.
Perfect, thank you. I didn't
Yeah.
see you awake. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I will go back to sleep now.
Good night.
Good night. I will sleep.
Beautiful. Okay, good. So, you all rest,
That didn't last long.
and
Trying to drax yourself out of it.
with a very well needed rest, you wake up the next morning ready to face the new day. We'll go for we'll conclude it here for the session. But what are your plans moving forward? What would you like to investigate? What would you like to go for?
My plan
I
is
was-
go for it, Inanis.
Well, I would say we need to wait, so we don't have a direct mission. So what I would suggest is, since we have some money,
Mhm.
either we go to the Arcane District
Okay.
to see if there's any.
Seconded.
On that note, I would also consider checking if we can check the black market as well for cheaper options.
I don't know about that, so
That's my specialty.
okay.
So maybe we can have a look at that next session.
I see.
So you're looking at the Arcane District, Black Market.
In terms of like if it's cheaper or not, or there are better items.
On my end, what I literally plan to do the day after is offer Rev to maybe buy some armor, and then I would like to check out the Sepulchre Knights
Good. Okay.
Sure.
and see whatever money we can make here on the mall. That doesn't require.
I
us to
would
be-
say for the Sepulchre Night, I would say maybe wait a day, so that we have it down.
Fair.
Fair
We
enough.
have a
fair
rest
enough.
day,
Fair.
I mean,
so that we actually have a rest day finally after 2 weeks of hell, or a month for some of us.
yeah.
But okay.
Fair. I guess I just don't know how to sit still. I'll try.
Beautiful. Perfect.
I mean,
No, I get it. No. You're right. You're right. I
So, yeah.
I
I point that out. At least for one day,
sure.
we need to relax.
Then some shopping. Some shopping it is.
Beautiful.
And
So
Guillermo, if you want to go to the black market, you can go alone. I won't join you there.
I'm going for the benefit of the group.
If only you didn't fucking piss
I
me
might
off.
join.
I would have so enjoyed messing around. You know how much I hate law, man. You have
Well,
no
I'll go.
idea
I'll,
how
then,
much
in
I
that
work
case, I'll
on the
go.
outer ranges of the law, but you fucked it up, man. You fucked
In
it
that
up.
case, I'll go on my own, and I will check for better prices. I'll also look for an agent of the firm, see if there are active jobs within the Elern Emporion.
Good.
See if maybe there's something I can work on in the future.
The Pax
Pax
Imperium, right?
Imperium, I think you mean.
We're going to no, but we're going towards
No,
the
we-
Lorien, no?
We've kind of
No, they sent a
We've
message.
fought it off. That's okay.
As
They-
in,
they're
we-
sending a message.
yeah, we got them to
Then
send
I
a
will-
message. So
I'll ask them about anything recent active within the towards the Regency.
Okay. Yes, I'll consider that. Good, perfect. Thank you very much. So let's conclude it here.
yeah.
Have this night of rest. You wake up recharged, and the
Ah,
next morning, and that's where
I
we'll
was
pick it up
so
next time.
depleted. All
Very
right.
nice. Very
Lovely.
good, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone who joined us. Thank you for
Yes.
all the bits.
Ugh.
Thank you for all the subs. Actually,
Ooh.
we got quite a bit of people gifting around
yes.
and whatnot. So
Very-
thank you,
thank you.
everyone.
Yeah, and next week we'll have the arena battle
Indeed, we will be celebrating our
Yes.
affiliate.
where you
and-
guys can actually fuck off my ideas, basically.
Yeah.
And it will
Ah,
be
so they won't be
DM'd
Or fuck us.
by Adam.
against you.
Indeed,
Yes.
Adam will be running
I'll-
it. So
I will be running
So
it in the most
everyone,
chaotic
very mean.
form possible.
So I
Yeah.
will take out all my frustrations on Yirmo on
Exactly.
next
Exactly.
True.
on
And
next
Irma
week's fight.
will try to absolutely destroy you.
Sure. Other than that, tomorrow gaming stream? Yes, no?
Yes, either we have Among Us. I'm not sure if we're trying to plan something out.
Okay.
If not, if we're come to worse, we'll play Vermintide.
All right. I can join. So I can join for Vermintide as well. I have it
Yeah.
downloaded.
Well, we'll
So-
plan it out. I'm not sure yet.
All right. Then tentative. Otherwise we'll do something else. And yeah, and stay tuned for our further updates and whatnot. Twitter.
Yes.
Or X.
X. Facebook, Instagram, and also check out our YouTube for some shorts and upload of this stream next Monday. So yeah,
Woo!
Yep.
goodbye.
Thank
and
you.
Good night.
Good night.